Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Pretty good. I'm playing cool Final Fantasy with my best bud.
Oh,
I forgot
thanks,
I got the
man.
goggles last time.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, you did. Do you want to go ahead and stream to me on
Yes,
Discord
I
by any
just
chance?
realized as we started up
Yeah.
that I forgot to
You
do
should
that.
try. Have you ever done like a cropped window capture? Because it occurred to me that you could do that and it would just stream the game. Because you're streaming OBS to me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, let me try window. Oh, wait,
It
no,
should let you
that's...
just like crop a smaller window, and like it might look a little weird on my end, but like I don't care.
Hold on, because it's like applications or screens.
Hmm.
Ooh, yeah, change. No. That's like, it says what you're streaming entire screen. I was like, oh, so I can change that, and it's
I
no.
think it's you do window capture and then section of window.
All right, so just for the record, in Discord, when I go to screen share, I have.
Oh no, I'm stupid. I'm thinking of OBS.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
it
say,
doesn't matter. Just do OBS. That's fine.
yeah.
I was
Say,
thinking of in OBS you could do all of
OBS, you
that.
absolutely can. I do that with
I'm
my
having, brother.
my
I'm
dude.
having a moment. Oh boy.
Alright,
Let
then
me get
let me
your chat open so that I can see when people are talking. Because initially I was like, I don't want to also have to have his stream open and the Discord stream, but then it hit me that I was like, wait, I could just pull his chat out as like a separate
You
window.
can do that. You can mute whatever. It's all
What's up
good.
here? Oh, here
We
we go.
could get Addy up in here tonight because
Oh,
no multi-tap tonight.
that is wishful thinking, my friend.
Well, we'll see. Said maybe.
Here's hoping.
So we're hoping things will change. That. What am I doing? That's like a super ass insider reference for no one.
I
Not
don't
even
even think
you.
I know what that's a
So
reference
it's like a
to. Or if I
familial
do, I
thing.
don't.
My my brain autocorrected. It's from the 48-hour film project.
Oh my god!
The clown video. So back in high school, I did this cool little thing. It's called the 48-hour film project, and you get it's what it says on the tin. You get 48 hours to make a movie,
And if you
7-minute
don't, you
movie,
die.
and I think it's you pick like you get assigned like randomly. It's like a genre, and everyone has to include some element each film, even though it's all different genres. It's like this character, this line, and this prop. I think are the three things. But yeah, and it's like Friday through Sunday. You write, you shoot, and you edit, and you put that all together. And I was a dumb 15-year-old who was just like, I'll go along. One of our teachers, who's a family friend, he'd been doing it a couple of years, so I was like, yeah, I'll go along. I'll learn. And then the script they ended up writing involved. It's like, well, we need a teenage boy, and there was
They
a young
wrote it
Lupo.
for you.
Man, that was the weekend before APUS exams. I was just like, I gotta study. And then I got a 5 on
I
that
remember
exam.
you did pretty well on that exam, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
I got the 5, which is the highest,
Yeah, well,
which
gives a shit.
surprised me.
Well, congratulations, my friend. You got a good grade, literally, in U.S. history.
Yeah, all that nonsense to say. Yeah, the line that year was, so we're hoping things will change, and I just say it like that because my sister hates it. They hated the way the guy delivered the line.
Well, I am not your sister, so I love it.
Meanwhile, I go back and if I look at that movie, I hate my delivery of every line.
I mean, I think that's normal. That ties in with the whole thing of not liking hearing your own voice,
Well,
right?
it's a twofold problem. It is Lupo as a 15-year-old, so the voice is like in the midst of all that change.
You were
and
just a
shit.
pup.
Anyways, like I think I was like that was sometime in May because it was the end of the school year, so I was like just on the cusp of 16. So yeah, it's like voice totally in that horrible, annoying thing. Because I don't think any teenage boy going through the voice change sounds good.
No.
I don't think it's just one of those things.
You sound like everybody just sounds like the one guy from The Simpsons.
Yeah, the squeaky voice teen.
Squeaky voice teen, yeah.
It's a combination of that. It's a combination of this is Lupo at the height of undiagnosed anxiety, being put in a scary new situation. So,
Yeah, you had a couple of things working against
not
you.
on his A game for the acting, per se, and also this is an untrained actor Lupo. Years before I knew I wanted to do acting as like an actual thing.
Yeah, you kind of had a lot going against you, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm just running into this room. Yeah,
I
like,
don't know why you are either. You got to speak with Mark.
yeah, but no, it's going back and looking at that video. I'm just like, oh my god, the acting. My acting is so fucking bad.
I mean, in fairness to you, again, you were 15 and you had no training, which is another part.
And that shit was all shot in one day.
Oh.
I think there's only one scene in that movie that I'm not actually in, so I was on set the whole time.
You were
and I had
just
to dress up as a clown.
What am I doing?
Okay, I was so focused on, I was like, the map. Bring up the map, dummy, the thing, and I was like, it's showing on my mini-map. Okay.
The melons.
The melons. There we go. Now that's, for us, the brain rot.
That's the combined brain rot.
Alright, Marks. What's happening? So many bodies late. I mean, brother, we're in the middle of a cemetery. It's like
man who's never left a graveyard, getting lots of graveyard vibes from these bodies.
Makes me think of the stupid ass road work ahead. I sure hope it do.
Sure hope it do.
Lots of body ahead. I sure hope it do. Lay the embalmed corpse at the gravesite. Oh yes. Okay, now I'm remembering what happened last time. I should have taken like D&D notes of like, the story. Was I went and the guys were like, yeah, there's the beast tribe problems, and I found some bodies, so I gotta lay those to rest now.
You gotta let them figure out.
I think it's like that y-axis kind of shit though that I'm trying to take into account.
Oh yeah, so actually this is a good opportunity. If you look at the icon on the map, do you see how it has what looks like a little carrot icon to the right?
Yes, I do.
That means that it is above where you are, and that is something that will continue to exist.
Okay. On the one hand, yay, I'm not just stupid. On the other hand,
no, you're not.
I gotta figure out how to get the higher up then. Maybe.
Why is this fate so difficult to do?
This way. Okay, there we go. That's not too bad. Doing your fates in the meantime?
Brother, it's all I can do.
Is it?
It's not going too well though. What's up?
I was about to ask this. Like, oh, is it still the what you call it?
Thing?
Yokai Watch, yes, thank you.
It is
not Pokemon. I'm losing it now though. It's like, oh, so yeah, I just dumped the corpse in front of the grave. I did not.
Yes. And now you gotta bury it.
Oh, bear. Felt like.
Although I like the idea of a person just interrupting themselves burying, just constantly, just oops, my bad, oops, my bad. Yeah, so how long is your Yokai Watch one then go for? So it runs until Dawn Trail comes out.
Ooh, okay, well, plenty of time at least.
In the like, I'm in the home stretch is the best way I can kind of explain it. So there are 17 of these stupid minions that I gotta grind out, right?
Uh-huh.
I only have 4 of them left of the 17. So it's like it should be pretty smooth sailing. The problem is the very old fates, which is what most of the minions I've been doing,
Mm-hmm.
you could use. So you can actually. Do you remember the Blue Mage class or job from any of the Final
I
Fantasies?
know the name at the very least.
Yeah. So its whole shtick is you learn the abilities of enemies and then you can use them. They added it to this game. It's a special job, so you can't use it normally. Like you can't just like run a dungeon as it. You have to do
Oh.
groups as a blue mage, and it has to be like a very specific thing. But anyways,
Huh.
blue mages were not scaled correctly for the very old content, so there were some fate bosses that you could just instant kill with instant kill abilities. But they fixed that for Heaven's Ward and for Stormblood, and I'm at the Heaven's Ward and Stormblood parts of these fates, so I can't just cheese everything anymore.
Gotcha.
Anywho, that's a lot of talking just to say that you're working with some bodies.
It was a lot. It was like, yo, Thancred did not like the vibes of Morks, is what she said too.
No. And Thancred's a good reader character, genuinely.
Mm.
He also has a thing for mothers, which is like
Based.
very based. Yes, thank you.
What day is Mother's Day in Thancred's world? Every day.
Every day. He like canonically has a thing for Minfilia's like adoptive mother. Like they have like an on and off again thing, and
Well, if she has better
with
color
it.
coordination than Minophilia, then I can't blame him.
I mean, she pretty cute. Would smash.
Here he comes juddering in.
There he goes. He's like, I'm looking for mothers. Have you seen any?
I'm here to chew bubble gum and talk about MILFs. And I'm all out of gum.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I feel like I say that so much, and it's a reference to that stupid the Dr. Phil thing with Bad Baby or whatever
Yeah.
her name was. And like, I love saying that. Just the thank you for
It's
that.
so good. It's such a good meme use. I feel like you understand. Your brain is broken in the same way as mine, where it's just like,
Oh,
how
yes,
do
it
I
is.
communicate through things I saw on Tumblr 10 years ago? Like,
One of my online friends, like, she's always able to relate things in conversations to like videos and stuff.
mhm.
And it's one of those things where like my special talent seems to be being like, oh yeah, that reminds me of this meme I saw, and I just have something for it. I feel like a doofus.
Me, my special interest is keeping in my favorites folder on my phone. Like, I'm like, oh, this is funny reaction potential.
It's so bad.
And I'm just, it's like,
Hey,
why is your
Lios.
phone all clogged up, man, with the no space? It's like, because I have.
I actually
too many
had to
photos.
like completely off what am I trying to say? Offload all of my pictures to like a I got like an external USB, and then I actually have a like full-on external hard drive to eventually migrate stuff to. But I definitely hit that same point where I was like, brother, I got too many pictures.
I go through it at various points. I'm definitely like approaching a point again where it's like, yeah, you gotta clean that shit.
Thankfully, we live in an era where you can get like a really dumpy, like small USB drive for like $30. Like it's, but it has like a ton of space. Anywho, what are we doing now?
Anywho,
Speaking with the uncombed urchin,
yes.
I think you need to go somewhere else. Let's look at your map. So where is that relative to? Oh, so you gotta like kind of go out and around a little bit. Interesting.
Yeah, so what I picked up on was Thancred was calling Mr. Marks the Lich Keeper.
Oh. That sounds quite
It's
dramatic.
like, I think I recognize his face.
You said the Lich Keeper?
That's what it said.
What a cool name for such a dumb character.
Oh god, I think I'm... No. I was like, did I just jump the wrong way? No, I retained enough memory of this gate, I think, anyway.
Yeah, well, what you do need to do is kind of what you're doing, where you need to go out and then wrap yourself around. So you need
Yeah.
to go, yeah, exactly the way that you're going now, and kind of just go around the city. And that should get you to where you want to go.
I just need to go towards the Erd tree.
Okay, but I'm having the same problem I had before, where I have a busted build this time around, and even still, I'm just like, this endgame kind of sucks.
I like Elden Ring. I like the Soul stuff in general. You've heard me say this a million times with regards to Elden Ring, I think, but my mantra with it is the highs are high, but the lows felt really low for me.
What build did you run with? Do you remember? Like, what general
I
style?
generally do like dex stuff. I prefer being speedier. I'm not a slow hitty boy.
I will say, so I don't expect you to remember this, but at the very beginning of the game, strength was actually bad enough they had to like universally buff it. Problem is, I did strength my first run, and on top of that, they buffed it after I'd already beaten the game. So I actually haven't gotten to see how good it is now. But
yeah. Oh no, I know now what I did. I did like Dex Faith because I was running with the cool winged scythe the whole time.
That's right. Yeah. I remember this now because you really took to it.
I had to do so much extra shit to be able to do that final boss. It's like, all right, let me restructure my build.
So that is a major issue people have with the game, is that anything that scales wholly is like resisted by like every boss towards the end of the game, which is just garbage. Like that invalidates so many items, which is stupid.
I used that scythe almost the whole game.
Right, and so you hit a point where shit was just super hard. Like, so I've been doing decks, and this time around, you know, I like looked up like, oh, like what are like super busted builds that people use, and generally speaking, things aren't very resistant to lightning. So I'm doing a dual wield lightning build, and it's really dummy strong. Like, for context, if you remember Moog, the weird, creepy omen dude.
Oh yeah, he gave me a lot of trouble.
He gave me a lot of trouble too. I one-shot tonight with this build. Like, it's that strong, and even still, I run through some of these areas, I'm like, this is ridiculous how much damage these things are putting out. It's really a shame.
I think part of it is it's a great game. The game's a little too big, I think, because like after a certain point, it's just like, God, I just have to invest in vitality, so I'm not dying.
So that is one thing that knowing that now makes it easier to approach for me, because I'm like, I need to get to 60 vigor, which is not typically how you ever do builds in the other games. So it was very strange for me. It didn't feel right the first time around. But now that the landscape, I mean, it was 2 years ago, the landscape is settled enough that, like, people kind of figured out most of the game. And so I just kind of accepted it as, like, yeah, I need to do that. So it's unfortunate, but it's definitely, I'm having a lot more fun this time around.
Well,
but
good.
The issues we saw initially are still there. They just feel a little less painful, I think, since I'm running a much better build.
I was gonna say, you're running a better build, and you know better, like, what
I know what to expect. Yeah,
what to expect and what you really can actually like avoid.
Exactly.
Because I know it's like well, just do the main stuff, and I'm like, I'm playing it for the first time. It's a huge game. Of course I'm gonna
do everything.
Yeah.
And that's a good point, because I've more or less been skipping the vast majority of stuff that doesn't address or help my build, like especially in the back half of the game.
Yeah. Should I just Ethernet?
Oh yeah, 100%.
All right, let's get back to my favorite Bowser minion,
Drybo.
Yeah. Thancred when there's no MILFs around.
I was trying to figure out how to slot in a joke like that, and I'm really glad you beat me to it. Did you see that they're bumping up Twitch sub prices by the
I did.
silly?
It is.
But hey, on the bright side, we got a Yakuza show coming out, which is not something I expected.
I don't think anyone did. Like, I was like, wait, what? When I saw that.
And it seems like with little fanfare, because outside of your post and the one thing I saw on Reddit, I haven't seen anything talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that post was my first, like, hearing anything, you know,
Right.
not that I'm, like, super ear to the ground, like, oh, I know everything being made at all times, but I feel like I would have remembered hearing, oh yeah, they're making a live-action Yakuza.
Oh, hell yeah, you gotta go talk to MILF Man again.
Oh, hell yeah. It'll be like, why don't they sell breast milk in public?
My wife just kind of glared at me when I said MILF Man.
I'm used to that. Just be like, you know who it is. You know the voice, honey.
Yeah.
Well.
Good old Mancred. I kind of wonder if you're able to get your Chocobo if you just, like... I can't remember if it's storyline related or if you can just go do it. I'll need to... you might just not be at the point that you can get it yet. Because I'm just thinking about it, I'm like, you should be able to mount up by now. Because you can get it at level 20 and you're almost like level 30. So...
Oh yeah, true.
Once I finish this Fate, what I'll do is I'll at least look up, like, what do you have to do. Just because I don't fully remember.
Sounds like a plan.
But I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get to the first Primal tonight, which should be kind of cool.
Ooh, nice.
Because the music goes kind of hard there.
I like these guys' names.
What are they?
Myotrigus Nanny and Myotrigus Billy.
Well, the Billy is probably for Billy Goat, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, boy and girl, I'm sure is that.
Yeah. Got that Mia Trussie.
Okay. How's it going with
Alright,
Thancred?
what you got for us, Thancred?
Alright. So you were suspicious about the one guy. Sure, I'll do the heavy lifting.
Right.
Mr. Waters.
So the Emolja are those guys that you were like, oh, they look cool.
Yeah, like, he's big and tall and
he's
right
burly. Yeah, because the Ixali or whatever that you had in Gridania looked really stupid.
Yeah.
That Bean.
In hindsight, I'm like, the sacrifices we make to be cat men.
I know.
So it's like, wait,
and brother, I'm nyang.
It's like if you started in Waterworld, you get, in addition to Kevin Costner, Pirate Lady, and Y'shtola.
Mm-hmm. You really kind of went out there.
Damn.
If it helps you feel any better, Y'shtola is pushed so hard in some of these expansions that you'll get plenty of screen time with her.
I mean, I'm not shocked. Again, she was the one I knew for sure because she's like basically the.
She's like the representative of.
Yeah. Thank you for
finishing
my sentence.
I can't remember if I was talking to you about it or somebody else, but I'm pretty sure that like in Theatrhythm, like the rhythm games, she is the Final Fantasy XIV like representative.
I feel like she was in the last Dissidia. It was like the 14, right?
That would be kind of cool.
I think the last Dissidia though is like that weird 3-on-3 one.
It's Marvel, baby. I've been playing Marvel 2 on an arcade cabinet that I have in my basement, and I gotta say, man, because I remember playing it a lot. I mean, I wasn't good at it. I wasn't good at Marvel 3 either, but I was at least better at that than at Marvel 2.
Sure.
But without having played in a long time, I'm like, my old man fingers actually can't do much of the stuff for this game. It's bad.
Yeah, fighting games are kind of like that. It's like that's why I like that they're trying to make them more accessible. So
Right.
I'm like, I was bad when I was young. Let me keep up
Right.
somewhat competently now that I'm entering hagdom eras.
Oh, bro. Look, you're celebrating Pride Month. With that
I was
input,
thank
too.
you. I was waiting to make that joke. Actually, I was about to say.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I saw it.
Dumb piece of
and I was
shit.
right. I was ready to go. Happy Pride, everyone.
Narrator's note: he was also a dumb piece of shit. You know, I told you I'd look up the thingy after this fate, and then I just went and started doing another one. I'm a big phony.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, it's not fine. You gotta get your bird friend. Because you can actually decorate him in armor and make him look really cool.
Ooh, that does sound good. Oh. I was like, let me put my weapon away so I can talk to my boy Thancred. Anything tickle your fancy? Well, it's funny you should say that. I'm learning new things about myself with this letter, Thancred.
Lord.
See the wealth of
Tancred
Nald.
threw the first brick. Total. Okay, let me look up how to get your choky bow.
Yes. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? Damn, he's roasting this dude's handwriting.
Oh, I am so sorry. It's at level 30.
Oh, okay. Well, close. Either way.
Yeah.
You are 6 more up.
Oh, you will straight up have a main story quest that leads you towards getting the chocobo, so we won't be able to skip it.
Okay. Cool.
Excellent.
Yippee.
So you just get to keep cruising for right now.
Keep rolling.
I cannot believe that break stuff popped up on my thingy jiggy. I laughed so hard.
This is one of those algorithms.
Oh no. I guess there are sometimes fates that spawn big boy bosses that you can't do by yourself, because I just attacked this guy and almost got my shit stuffed. That was scary. It's Orson.
Yeah, this. I know I've said it before. This super feels D&D-esque.
I know. This is a very... So, like, that's a strength and a weakness of the Realm Reborn, because it kind of depends on what you're feeling for the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, it is very cool. It's like, oh, look at me. I'm doing, like... I'm helping out the local area and stuff. But if you're not feeling like you want a more directed story, it's a pretty dicey opening.
Yeah.
It's a pretty dicey dungeon, if you will.
I've never played that one.
You might actually like it.
I might.
To be honest.
I know. I like video games in general.
Fair enough. When are we gonna do a live watch of the tester on stream?
Good question. Tester in a nutshell.
I mean, that alone would be enough.
I could do a presentation night one time on that. The cultural impact on Lupo of Tester in a nutshell.
on yourself.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't know why I said that like a British person from the like 1800s, like a lord from the 1800s. Like, oh yes, the chap has made a joke.
Well, it's like you get transported back to the old century, and that's how you'd make it as a court jester for the king. Just be quoting Tester in a nutshell and other YouTube videos to him.
Boy, get on the floor and yell Betty Spaghetti.
just act out smosh bits for the king. Be like, Your Majesty, take a big swig from your goblet and try not to laugh at this.
Sire, thine mustn't laugh. Sire, dost thy eat it? nor yeeted. Dude, we would have done numbers in feudal Japan. That's all I'm saying.
Well, maybe not feudal Japan. We're white, so you know.
No, we do numbers.
And
in
not
feudal
Portuguese, so.
What was that one guy that was cool? William Wallace or whatever his name is?
Yeah,
the Neo guy.
Yeah, the Neo guy. I was about to say the Neo guy.
They liked him.
That's true. But that game also led me to believe it was because everyone like who was cool at that time had cool spirit creatures with them, including him.
Oh, they did.
No, I've often felt that my dream job that I would have been best qualified for is court jester.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would have done pretty well. As they say in this, I think you would have done numbers.
Yes. Okay, hold on.
Alright.
I have to wear...
So what you getting up? Yeah, you gotta change your armor.
Oh, okay. I was like, I think my thought process was I thought I had to go grab it.
No, this should it should be a chess piece probably.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
There.
The shepherd's tomb.
Oh, the shepherds.
Nope. What? Yeah.
I was just going.
Oh.
Weathered shepherd's tunic and a pair of weathered
you need to
shepherd's
change your shoes as well.
slops.
I'm sorry.
I was just getting out. I was like, is there anything else?
Right. So those are your leggies. Or no, you actually have it right. I'm the stupid one.
I mean,
Good
I've
man.
never heard slops like for a piece of clothing, but I assumed it was shoes or pants or whatever. Oh, hang on, look at that. It changes all them to...
Oh my god! Oh my god! Why is that character named that?
Damn it! They're treating me like I'm Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman when she goes into the store
That's
in
the
her
most
regular
batshit
hooker
fucking
clothes.
sentence you've ever said. What the fuck are you talking about?
She was like, this lady just now, oh my god, was like, our prices are a little expensive for you, because she's looking at my shepherd stuff. And in Pretty Woman, Richard Gere's like, go buy yourself a nice dress for this party. And she goes, and she's just got like a crop top and like jeans on, so the ladies are all hoity-toity, and they're like, no, you can't afford anything. And then the nice hotel manager takes her shopping.
Fair enough.
Have you seen Pretty Woman?
No, I know the scene that you're referring to. It was just not a connection that I guess I would have made. But in fairness, I also wasn't looking at the dialogue they were saying.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I mean, you never know where my brain's gonna pull one out from.
Yeah. I appreciate the gesture as I pump my fist. Where did that even come from? Why did we start saying that?
I
for
do,
a while?
but I appreciate the gesture. Oh god, fuck! What is that?
Oh, it was a TikTok.
Yes,
Because it just ends with the dude in the gesture.
I forgot about that. Thank you. Yeah, because the girl is trying to say gesture, but but the way she says it comes out jester, and the guy in the duet is just
Yes.
and he's doing the fake juggling too.
Oh yeah.
Because
The
he's
problem with
angled
this
himself
joke is
where
that,
he's just tossing the ball up, but not actually juggling.
The problem is this is what it's gonna be like with us in a like retirement home, is just reminding each other of like vague TikToks.
You remember
the
Donkey
one about
Kong
the jester?
smashing a barrel over your head, killing you instantly?
Oh, shit was bussin'.
Oh, I think it's outside the city. Oh, that guy's got a cool ship.
Oh yeah. It's a big one. if you would like, I can also ferry you from place to place. Like, I have no problem doing
I
that
think
if
this
you
is
want to
fine. I
move a
think the
little faster.
downtime of the running gives us good talk.
It's good BSing time.
If
Yeah,
if I was playing this by myself, this would not be nearly as fun, obviously. But
sure.
with someone in my ear, it doesn't
That's
matter.
true. And you're not at, like, points that I think it's super worth
Mm-hmm.
focusing on. And I've also realized, like, I'm very much steering you in a certain way by being like, yeah, don't pay attention to this. And I don't want you to think the game isn't worth paying attention to, or
Oh,
that I know what's worth paying attention to. It's just, I'm kind of also trying to read your vibe, because there are some things you kind of got into. Like, you're down bad for Pirate Mommy, so whenever she shows up, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shut up
yes.
and let her take the wheel.
I'm paying enough attention. I'm trying to pay enough attention to Thancred because I know he's well liked in general. So I'm like,
Yeah, but he's not, like, there's no personality here. He's just kind of helping you.
well, he just vaguely looks like Brother Near post time skip.
Yo.
Alright.
So it looks like he just kind of got to head out a ways.
Yes.
I do remember this part of the as they call it, the MSQ, the main story quest line, is a little. It's just a little annoying because of having to run in and out of that one city, being silly.
Yeah. Thankfully, that's the setup is pretty good. I think.
Yeah, it's not terrible, and it doesn't ever make you stray that far from the area.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's not terrible to get out of because it makes me think of like Genshin. One of the most tiring things is like certain bosses are just like positioned ever so slightly, like close enough to a teleport area, but not that close that you still have to kind of move.
Oh, sure.
It's a bit of a pain. And then Star Rail, just like, yeah, just instant teleport to everything you do combat wise. That's structured.
So
like,
I'm between a rock and a hard place with Star Rail, because I was actually thinking about updating it on my phone and kind of maybe dipping my toes back in a little bit.
yeah.
Although honestly, the way this week is going, I don't know if that's actually a good idea. But
Well, that's fair.
I was thinking about it, and Mac, or one of our real life friends, really likes to roast us, or roast me at least, over like playing Star Rail at inappropriate times. And the more I think about being at a bachelor party playing Star Rail, the more I'm pretty sure I'd want to crawl in a hole and die.
I
So
won't judge
maybe
you.
I'll wait until after this weekend. Look at Thancred in his slops.
Oh, you poor unfortunate soul. Who are you, Ursula? What do you want?
Boy.
Nald. The teachings of Nald.
Yeah, he's one of the 12.
I was gonna say, well, he didn't get a good name. I was gonna say.
Well, go fuck yourself.
I'm
gloves
fall-
are off. The worm is going ham.
Well, wait a minute, though. You convinced me to follow, like, the Moon Mommy or whatever one I'm...
Oh, she ain't Moon Mommy, but...
Some sort of
yes,
mother.
Tophica.
Yeah.
Did I send you the picture of her?
No, you never sent me a picture.
Bro. You're able to check messages on Discord, right?
Yes.
Alright. I'll send you a picture and you'll be like, I am looking respectfully.
Alright, the Amaljarades began. Yeah, I for the record, when I'm like, man, this is just like D&D. It's not in a bad way. It's just very much of having played enough now for your society.
I know what you mean.
Characters just showing up. It's all in a good way.
I know exactly what you mean. I think it's honestly a pretty good comparison, because not every moment of a D&D campaign is going to be the most exciting thing either.
No.
You've got to kind of have that ebb and flow.
Not every moment can be my tiefling monk drop kicking dudes.
I'll be very curious if you manage to pull that off with this specific part of the story that we're in our
Yep.
campaign.
Oh, I thought you were about to say an FF14.
No, if you play Monk, I think you get something like a dropkick. Although don't quote me on that.
I was gonna say Yoshi P's like that mechanic wasn't even in the game. You get 2 of that new chair that everyone wants, Mr. Lupo.
The second one.
Put my feet in it.
One for your freaky worm friend.
Or yeah. He's like, these chairs must dock together. They can't be separated.
Be a good man and take word of these developments. That's how we can make this entertaining, is to just voice the characters.
I feel like that's what I would have to be doing if I was by myself.
I know.
It would be playing DM.
Bro, I'm telling you, every time I'm a DM and have to play as 2 NPCs talking to each other, I know I make a comment about it whenever I have to do it, but it seriously is the least comfortable part of DMing for me.
I think that's fair.
It just feels stupid because you're having a conversation with yourself, but in various voices.
Oh, it's tricky.
One of those
I mean,
days.
it's a practice. It's a skill. I say, man, who's never DM'd. I'd probably like to. I think at some point though, because you know,
hey, look
the
at you
voices.
remembering to warp too. Good man.
Yeah, I mean, our other friend has just started DMing for the first time, and I've noticed the voice variance, not too much, but it's fine. I'm like, the emotional intent is there, obviously, like,
Sure.
which is the more important part. Instead of like, I need to sound 100% unique. Not everyone's
Right.
fucking Matt Mercer as the.
Not to
as the
mention, like, I mean, everybody also just kind of has their own style, right? If you know that your strength isn't necessarily in trying to do voices, it's not a bad idea at all to just be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just lean into the other stuff instead.
Yeah, or you can do my weakness, which is like, oh, haha, I like to play women characters in games. Let me try making one in D&D. Whatever, like, no big deal. And then it's like, oh yeah, I have to talk. And I'm like,
That's why I've like been like, I don't know if I can do that, just because I feel like I would sound very silly trying to do it.
It's like I'm just trying to work on the tone at the very least, and be like, instead of necessarily like, because I can't hit a pitch for sure.
Right. The detect tone.
And then on the other hand, I'm like, fuck, I should have thought like our other friend who's playing a Benoit Blanc detective Toad. And I'm like, that would have been fun. Just having to do it.
I mean, why would you have thought to do that?
I don't know. My brain doesn't work very well. So.
Well, I know that's for sure.
Maybe some other time.
Must have been the wind.
Maybe some other campaign someday.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of classes still. I've only done 2 out of the main 11.
Well, the solution to that is to play Baldur's Gate, my friend.
I do need to get to it.
Yeah, you do.
I'll get back to it.
You didn't even get into it.
I have everyone but the druid guy.
Wait, you actually did get Karlach?
I got Karlach.
Oh, you got a little further than I thought. You literally didn't get off of the ship at the beginning of the game.
No, I played way more than that.
Fair enough.
I've gone off the ship. I've been to the druid hangout. I've met everyone. Will got blasted and got big old horns. Asterion tried to bite me.
For me. Oh heck yeah, dude! You get to meet Mutamix, which is a goblin whose name sounds like a fiber supplement. So you'll want to warp for this one. I think you have to return back to your favorite location.
Woo. Black
Good
brush
news is
station.
once you finish the primal, you'll be done with doing. Actually, this is a different area. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, this isn't some dumb forest.
Yeah. Well, no. I was thinking you had to go back to that city you've been in that you have to keep running up and out of.
Yeah, that city's not even the worst. It's a straight shot, at least with that hill,
Mm,
for the most part.
running up that hill.
I was wondering how to work that in, so once again,
Let's say it,
we are
brother.
in sync. Mutamix Bubbly Pots is a great name.
Right?
That's
That's a good D&D name.
That's a really good name. Why is he wearing like Crocs on his face though?
Okay, I don't know what's up with the like leather daddy masks that the goblins wear. I think it's very strange how they're represented in this game.
What did Yoshi P play Mass Effect and it was like I really like the Volus.
Gosh.
I mean the like breathing thing.
Yeah, I guess.
That's why I thought that they're short. They're a little rotund. Sorry, they have a breathing apparatus on. They're making breathing noises. Funny names.
Yeah, I mean you're not wrong at all, but you're not right. Absolute fool.
Yeah.
Phobus.
Fighty tools gain power of airy self. Unimix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Well, yeah, I gave you her dagger.
Heck yeah,
So,
you did.
Yeah. Fighty tool. Oh, okay, so he upgrades your gear, is I guess what you're saying?
Yeah, so I know you didn't play 7, but I imagine you're familiar with that there's a thing called the materia.
I do know what materia is, and I played enough to at least know that's what you equip onto gear.
Yes. So you get materia that you can equip to gear in this game as well, into materia slots, and the way it works is it lets you slot in like a secondary stats.
Okay.
So you wouldn't slot in like strength, but you would slot in like critical hit or something like that.
Gotcha.
Now, you're free to do whatever you want. I have friends that even though they are pretty new, they like really got into wanting to like min-max like this. You do not have to put a single materia into a single piece of gear until you are totally done with this game. Because you'll just frankly be replacing gear too quickly for it to make a difference.
Alright, I was kind of wondering about that, like, just because since, you know, the main reward for finishing quests so far has been, here's your new gear.
Also, just like, the difference in gear across different, particularly like when you go from expansion to expansion, like when you jump from Heavensward into Stormblood, your gear like shoots up in item level and like totally replaces anything that you're wearing. It's just you'll be changing your gear out so quickly. It's really not worth it.
Gotcha.
Like obviously you should do what you want. However, from a like just not feeling like you're wasting your time perspective, I really wouldn't sweat it.
Okay. I trust.
What's up?
I trust you, so.
Yeah, dog. Fucking better. Oh, it said footfalls. We were watching an episode of The Circle tonight because we temporarily have access to Netflix right now. So we've been catching up on the season of The Circle that came out since we lost it. And there was definitely a player on it that was like just looking at her feet was like, I should start charging for feet pics. And I was just out of nowhere. And me and my wife were both like, what?
Well, I mean, people will pay for it. Not me.
No, definitely not.
Oh god, that I said that like way too quick. Where it actually does
Yeah,
sound like
you
I'm
did.
trying to
It's
cover.
just like kind of uncomfortable.
No, no.
Caught you in 4K, brother. I'ma clip it.
Oh, Lupo, you main jury in Street Fighter, huh?
Dude, I wish I was joking when I say I have looked at my fight stick nearly every day for the past week and just been like wistful about like I need to return to Street Fighter. I really miss playing that in Strive. I've got that fire in my tummy.
God, that makes me think of you standing there like that, like meme imagers. I think it's Joaquin Phoenix in some movie, but it's like the guy with the mustache, like sitting down on the swing, standing wistfully with his hands behind his back, just like staring at all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I imagine
Wait,
that's
is that Joaquin Phoenix?
I don't
just
know.
Some guy.
I do not know, but either way, I imagine that's
But
you,
yes.
but just with a fight stick.
Yes.
Woo. Yeah, I definitely. Ooh, Lord of the Inferno. This might be the one then.
Fucking go.
I'm gonna take a wild guess that this is
If
them.
it's not, you have to be like a stone's throw away from unlocking it. The sad thing is, we're gonna do it. It'll be over in like 2 minutes, but like,
I bet it'll be a cool 2 minutes though.
the music goes hard. That's all that matters. And it'll give me a good detour from doing these fades.
Damn it. Okay, there we go. I was like, why can I not select the thing? But I figured it out. Alright, Thancred, where you at? Or I guess rather the Flame Sergeant. Sergeant.
Detergent. The flame detergent.
Yes, Sergeant.
Sir.
Okay, gotta capture.
Holy shit, this person's just named Goth Wife.
Some player running around.
Yeah. And brother, I'm divorced. We watched the first 2 episodes of Delicious in Dungeon, and I was like, how old do you think Chilchuk is? My wife was like, I don't know, 12? And I was like, nah, man.
Oh, that's great. I've been catching up on it because you read a bit of the manga, right?
I've read 6 volumes, and I have up through 8. I have read a fair chunk of it, yeah.
Alright, yeah, because between me just watching, some of it, and then also Delicious in Dungeon big on Tumblr for years. So I've seen panels long before the anime was a thing. Just like divorced dad Chilchuk vibes. But yeah, I just watched recently one of the episodes where finally he tells them how old he is and still gets dismissed.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Alright, you're going to the Invisible City.
Of course, I'm losing it because I watched the Kelpie episode.
And you thought of the story we read, yeah. Every time, it's funny because like Kelpies are actually in 14. Like they're in this game.
I mean, they're an actual
they're just a thing, yeah.
Like,
but it's ruined because of that dumb story.
Who was like, someone was like, I need to be unique. I'm gonna write my creepypasta about a Kelpie. No, yeah, I mean, they're a thing, and it just cracks me up every time because I think of that. It's like they're an early level persona.
Oh yeah, they are. I forgot about that. Huh.
These vandalous imps.
They're so dumb looking. They're big ol' heads.
Alright. To commence battle for Lord of the Inferno. I'm gonna guess this is fucking it.
So I don't think it's the trial, but you're good for it, yeah.
Okay. In case it is, let me turn my game volume.
It's definitely not the trial, but I think it will lead into the trial for this.
I was gonna say, let me turn the game volume up a little.
That's the dude with the fucked up hair.
Alright, is the bait in place?
Whoa. That was a decision.
What, the voice?
Yeah.
Hey, this was me, I have a brush man.
Hi, Dios mio.
The idea of just big, cool dragon dude walking down the steps casually.
The way that he walks like the fucking, have you seen the, like, wide person memes where it's people super stretched wide and just walking really funny? It's like that.
Wait, something's amiss.
That face.
Oh my gosh, these like fucking like Gmod faces that they're making.
Brother, just wait until I someday force you to do some of the Hildebrand stories. They're these optional quests, and they're stupid as fuck. But the whole reason they're relevant is it's because it's what they did to learn the limits of their facial modeling. So it's just the characters making goofy ass faces constantly.
Gotcha.
Look at me, I'm an emoji.
It's partly, I think, like, it might just be a Square thing, honestly, but that, like, sort of style of cutscene of, like, people run up and then they're just kind of standing there.
Standing there, yeah. That's definitely an MMO thing. I don't know about Final Fantasy specifically.
I don't know about Final Fantasy per se, but Kingdom Hearts, I feel like there's a lot of cutscenes, kind of, you know, where it's less like dudes run up and stop.
Yep. Lots of rushing and then just standing there. Just enough distance between them to not look strange. So I have a book that I think you might like.
Ooh.
That Kings of the Wild thing I've been talking about.
Oh yeah,
I
that
actually
one.
think you might enjoy it.
My ass needs to get back to reading in general.
This would be a good one. I mean, I think you should finish whatever book you have been currently reading, but I think this would be an easy read.
Actar still.
Oh, what's that?
The third Actar still.
I mean, you could just not read that, that's fine.
No, I gotta. It's peak. The spice. It's my Oshi's favorite series.
Why would you say that?
Cause it is.
Yeah, but why would you say that?
Cause it's a fact.
Oh, nice. I have one of my friends will help us with Ifrit when we get to it.
Ooh, yippee! Because I'm like this. Hatsug Cha. Why is he not going down?
Oh, it's because he's like the big boss.
Guess I was used to melting things a little quicker by now.
Yeah. So the big boss guys will always just take a lot longer.
Okay.
Like you see, like you're melting this dude. But
Yeah.
This boss dude will have more health because I'm pretty sure that duty ends when you beat him. I still recommend zooming out your camera if you can. Like I'm just looking at it, I'm like, man, it must be hard to like
I
see
always
everything.
forget about that being a thing.
I'm kind of sad that it defaults to being so zoomed in. I don't know. I'm so I mean, admittedly, like I'm very used to playing MMOs with the cameras.
Yeah.
So I need to stop pushing my own ideology for games like this onto you and let you discover your own way.
I mean, I think for the play style, the more zoomed out definitely makes sense.
I think it's good when you're like running around not trying to like actively fight stuff, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, did you kill the big guy?
No, I was like, maybe if I take out the smaller guys, they'll all help me hit him.
I think that is how it works. Oh, okay. That works too.
Or no, I'm the only cool, tough guy. Who's saving me with the bubbles? Or not, I guess. I thought that bubble effect was a like protection thing, but no, that was the knockout spell, I guess.
That's the get the fuck out of here spell. I'm getting there, bro.
Oh, ooh, I fear the Amalja men mean to give us to their god as an offering. The Bowl of Embers is now accessible. Which I'm gonna fucking guess means...
That is the one, yeah. Let me, give me 1 second here.
This works out. Let me turn up the game volume a little.
Why can't I see? Oh, that's right. Let's run another thingy jiggy. Boop.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn up my own music.
Yeah.
For this.
I'm ready for good music. Oh, I just realized I never looked at the goddess image you sent me earlier. Oof.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking respectfully.
Right?
Doing what you said I would.
It's pretty good, right?
It's pretty good.
Alrighty, buddy. You ready?
I am ready.
It's literally just gonna be like doing a dungeon. It's not gonna be
okay.
anything.
Okay, but like the big fucking eclipse in the sky is cool.
Yeah, right.
Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Oh, cool. They even made their little rhyme.
Damn, and they spit fire.
Gods, I praise those. Sacrifices, I make those.
You think you're funny?
Sometimes.
I forgot he like explodes and jumps down.
This is a cool Ifrit design.
Mm-hmm. You get to summon him if you play Summoner. And you summon him full size. Bloody hells! So all those suckers that tried to work with the Amalja got wrecked.
Yep. Dumb. Ooh, I like his text box.
Mm-hmm.
This is a cool Ifrit design. It's kind of alien-esque.
Yeah. Your dude's like, what the fuck?
Your words on my bread. He's like, impossible. By what sorcerer do you resist my master's will? To pull out Fedora. Well, I'm on r/atheism.
I'm Ku Cutland D bad.
Smell nothing. Oh, okay, so can't be taken over by more than one god, but he doesn't smell a different one. Whew. Oh, okay, so yeah, we went from like the... Now we're definitely in the like, I'm the super special protagonist with the super special bloodline.
You got the echo.
Yeah, the echo.
Alrighty. Let's beat us up some Ifrit. Alright, our friend is tanking, so
Nice.
we're good to go here. So what you'll want to do is stay more on his butt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it's usually where I should be anyways.
So you want to move out of those fires that are on the ground. Actually, you didn't get hit by that, I'm sorry. You're going to see big red on the ground and you'll want to just kind of run away from it. I'll tell you what to do as stuff happens. But it's also, like, we can't really mess up.
Gotcha.
Alright, so do you see behind you there's something called Infernal Nail?
Yeah, hit that.
You want to beat that up, yeah. Nice. And now he's gonna hurt us all, and it's gonna be real mean. And then me as a healer, I gotta go, holy fuck, and heal everybody. And now it's just rinse and repeat.
Okay. And actually, he's almost
done, yeah. Oh, we got fire under us. Yeah, as a melee, you don't actually have to deal with much on him. Oh, that's bad though. Good man, you even knew to run away. I'm so proud of you. It sounds super condescending, but it's not.
I may have been known to play a video game or two in my day.
Game.
May recognize the importance of dodging shit. Am I good at it? Is the more pertinent question usually.
Mm-hmm. Bro, you got the jam crystal.
Me thinking about Pirate Lady.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, so this is you seeing the like Ocarina of Time, like getting all the crystals.
Yes, we have two. Two have completed the JO ceremony. For that bachelor,
The amount of jizz in that room is miserable.
for that bachelor party that we're going to this weekend, I should have ordered like custom JO pants for everyone.
Oh, dude, the jerkin joggers.
Yeah, the Jack and Joggers.
Yeah, that'd be so good. Dude, you're my hero. With us doing that trial, I got out and somebody was doing like a boss right next to me, like a fate thing for yokai, and it was like nearly dead, and so I just hit it twice and got credit.
Ooh, thank you, Thancred, for the help.
I'm surprised this isn't a voiced cutscene. His voice gets replaced anyways.
Well, whatever. I took care of it, Thancred.
Camp Drybone. Oh, More like me after no men filia milf. Am I right, my friend? As he goes to high five you and you explode.
Camp Drybone is where all the men retire to for November.
I don't like that. I don't like no part of that. You don't want none of this shit, do we?
You want none of this kite. You don't want any part of this shit. Oh yeah, the cool Empire people who I don't know much about, but they look cool.
Oh yeah, the Garlands. Forgot they show up here.
So, like, we gotta stay relevant.
My biggest sadness is that you can't get Livia's armor in the game. I think it looks really cool.
That does look really cool. Looks like
Honestly, I like Nero's too, but you can't get that one either.
Oh, that's a bummer.
What you can get, have you ever, I know you haven't played it, but have you ever seen the designs for the judges from Final Fantasy XII?
Well, that's what they remind me of, so...
So then yes, you do.
Okay,
so you can actually get armor that is remarkably similar to the judge armor, but it's in kind of, like, I don't even have access to that content. It's not necessarily hard, it's just kind of, like, deep in the weeds of, like, kind of old stuff.
I gotcha.
But you can look kind of cool like that if you wanted to.
Be aware, a woman in love. Yeah, women be wildin', dude. Nero's like, women be shopping.
Rutherford be shopping.
Nero's like, watch out for the gatherers.
Stop. That joke, I realize that not everybody in our group finds it funny, but it makes me giggle every time because of how inane it is.
That's the funny part, is just how inane it is. Just like, oh, the women and men, and when it's a get-together, tend to separate. at least in that
end of sentence.
At least in that group. I don't think that's a universal thing.
I don't think you're a universal thing, King.
Thanks. No, yeah, you're right. I'm God's most special creature.
Mr. Worldwide. There was this very, like, you know how in the circle there's all those emotional moments where the people start opening up to each other and then they all start crying?
Yeah.
It happens every time. There was one in this season where the person ended the sentence by just saying, "You are special," and the person just breaks down, and it made me start crying because that's a very sweet thing to say to somebody.
Oh, God. I didn't even know until you were like, yeah, there's another season we're watching, or that you're trying to catch up on now. I didn't know there was another.
We could watch some of it at the beach, maybe.
We could. Yeah, we could. I mean, I don't dislike the circle. It's very much a turn off my brain, like...
Oh yeah, that's why we watch it too.
It's on in the background while I'm playing my mobile games on my phone thing.
Dude, I just play Stardew Valley, and that's where I've been putting most of my time into the game.
I mean, nothing's gonna beat that first season of The Circle where they're introducing the people, and Joey walks in, and it's like a stereotype brought to life.
That first season was so good because it was before anybody had figured out like a quote-unquote like way to play the circle.
Yes.
It was just people being dumb as fuck.
Oh, God.
Good old broy Joey. And the way that Shoe Bomb talked like a fucking mathematician, it was just dumb as hell.
Oh, oh God, I forget what season it was, but there was the time you and I were pogging over the woman who was the cosplayer.
The Danganronpa girl.
Yes, specifically.
I think it's actually the season before the one that we're watching.
Okay,
right now.
Specifically just because you and I were trying to convince our other friend who's a big Danganronpa fan. We were like, you need to watch that.
Well, the thing is, that friend does like the circle. I think she just hadn't started that season yet.
Exactly, that was it. It was not even we need to convince her to watch The Circle because it was, come on, you need to catch up on The Circle. Because there will be a moment. Who the
gosh.
heck is this?
That's just a person, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Just a messenger dude.
Yeah, and that's the mommy. I keep forgetting your name is Koo, and I'm like, who the fuck is Koo? What are you talking about?
Guy who doesn't know other people have different names. Getting a lot of not me vibes around here.
Right.
I appreciate Thancred that you're like, yo, I almost fucked up. But he's pretty cool.
He at least tries to make it right.
He's got depression.
He's got depression.
Yeah.
He's a messy depressy.
Yep. They tried to summon their primal, and they did, and he looked cool as hell, and then I just beat his ass.
Whoop his ass, boy.
I do like, actually, I know I said it multiple times during that fight, like, this Ifrit design, but it definitely looked almost, like, inspired slightly by the xenomorphs from Alien, like...
Oh, you think so?
When at least it just gave me a similar vibe. Like, when I was saying Alien, I did not mean Alien the movie specifically, I did mean, like, extraterrestrial.
Yeah, you meant, like, yeah.
Draconic,
yeah.
But I guess because that's a movie about an alien, it can be kind of like that.
It's interesting because I agree with you. Particularly, like, he has kind of like a beak thing going on, and I never really made that connection. That is a very strange design.
I think it was like he had kind of some smoothness to the like parts versus like scales, like being a little more geometric. Like he was much more circular in shape, I think.
Right.
More rounded than you usually see. Dragons, I think, are kind of given harder edges usually.
Well, I feel like typically, like particularly in the sprite-based Final Fantasies, he looks more like a devil.
Mm-hmm.
Like they make him look very, very devil-y, and they went a very different way.
Yeah, he definitely looks more like Devilman in the sprites.
Mm-hmm. Did I tell you I finished Devilman and that shit is...
Oh, the actual manga.
Like the old manga, yeah.
No, I didn't. I forgot you were reading it.
That shit's crazy.
I mean, is this as nuts as Crybaby?
I mean, actually, Crybaby takes quite a bit from it, more than I thought it did, considering when it came out.
So you were honestly like more surprised to be like, oh, Crybaby didn't invent this. This shit was there. Okay.
I mean, there's a Devilman OVA from not long after that time period, so it would have been like, actually, I don't want to put a date on it because I don't want to be just making shit up. But I mean, at the risk of talking about nasty stuff, like he straight up grabs like a devil woman's breasts and like yanks them off, and it like explodes into blood. Like,
jeez. I mean, yeah, that show was pretty violent.
Yeah, and that part with, I imagine you remember the awful part with Miki at the
where
end.
Everything just plummets. I can't even say goes downhill, just over the cliff.
Plummets. That exact same thing happens in the original, like the one from the 70s, and I feel like it's so weird because, like, you know how manga and anime from that time period is very like Astro Boy style art, like it's very rounded, kind of soft characters. It's like crazy to me to see these horrible things, and then the characters just look like that.
I think it's probably in part some kind of like American sensibilities like aspect too, just because
I'm sure
in our Western culture we see a more round character, and you think of something like Mickey Mouse, kind of like the softer like edges for like Disney and such.
Very true, and then just awful stuff. You ever seen the clip from the OVA where there's a part where he's like, Ryu! And then he just goes, yeah.
I probably have.
I'll have to find it and send it to you sometime because it makes me laugh.
Well, like the manga panel I've seen where it's like, oh, this cigarette, it's laced with drugs.
Yes. That's very on brand for Rio.
There is like really goofy like thing of it's like my father's dead, and then like the next panel is him just totally nonchalant looking. Ooh, cool! We're getting promotions in these scions now. I'm an envoy, or no, I was promoted envoy before. Okay, where's my raised Minifilla?
Minfilia, I didn't do this for free. I need the cheddar.
Minfilia, have you seen the price of groceries? Please. Oh?
Oh, this is the Grand Companies?
Why'd they all do like a different salute?
Because they're dumb as fuck. Next question.
The Grand Companies. Oh gosh, now the LinkedIn recruiters want you, Koo.
This is actually a good thing. This leads to you getting your chocobo.
Oh, okay. Bet.
Right. Feels silly, but is good. Their hats are so stupid, though.
It doesn't look as bad on the shorter two. The big tall guy, though, because of the size of his head, I think it looks goofier.
So bad, yeah.
It's like, it's a dumb hat, but I don't think it looks terrible on them.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a certified hater, but...
Comparatively, anyways.
Compared to what, doo-doo?
I guess, I don't know. The guy talking now, the Storm Officer, the one in your Ganondorf cosplay.
I mean, it kind of works with him because the shoulders are so damn high. Like...
Yeah. He looks like he's trying to be Auron almost.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Bro, I wish they would give more love to Final Fantasy X in this game. That game is... I'm glad it seems like that game is starting to get mildly vindicated in the modern day, because I remember people having beef with it.
I mean...
After how strong each of the PlayStation 1 offerings were.
I feel like that's a vibe a lot of long-running series go through, is like...
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the new one's like really bad or really good is like what people say, and there's no middle ground until later on that's like, perhaps I judged you too harshly.
Right.
Such and such. Like, you could call it like the Zelda thing, I think, almost.
Oh yeah, where people hate on the previous one after the new one comes out.
I feel like
that is definitely a thing.
I was gonna say Breath of the Wild generally really well praised, but then I also know all people are like, it's not the same as the other ones, and I don't like that.
I'm in such a weird spot because I really loved Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild disappointed me in a lot of ways because of what you're talking about.
I mean, I do think it's a fair criticism. My understanding of like, I have not finished a Zelda beyond Hyrule Warriors, so I have not finished a Zelda. But I understand like the puzzles and stuff are the exploration is a large part of it, what people liked, and Breath of the Wild is very different from other ones for certain aspects. I don't know, man. I also tried Breath of the Wild and it didn't click.
You fell
for
off
me.
of it, yeah.
And I put in the time. I did 20 hours, give or take.
That's definitely enough time to like decide if you like it or not.
I did 20 hours and I did the first Divine Beast. I played that game. I gave it a very fair shake.
ate.
And I was just like, yeah, it was, this is fine, but I was like, if this is the rest of it, just more of this, I'm like, I really don't
Right.
care.
Alright, you have a very important decision coming up. You have to pick one of those 3 factions that you just saw those dudes show up for, and you have to pick one you want to join. I think you can choose other ones later on, but I have never once changed in all this time, and I don't really know why you would, so...
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, ultimately they all yield you the same rewards. The difference being, do you want armor that looks red and black? Do you want armor that looks yellow? Do you want, like, it's more just of those 3 color schemes.
Let's pick a color.
Like more. Yeah.
Alright. Well, Link Pearl. What the hell's that do?
That is that thing that they use where they put their fingers in their ear and they talk. It's the equivalent of like a walkie-talkie.
Or a Bluetooth.
Or a Bluetooth, yeah. Well, I meant more they use it for communication with one
sure.
another. And I definitely, the campaign I played in for forever, we definitely had just genuine ass Link Pearls was how we explained being able to talk with people across the world.
Serpent, Flame, and Storm officers. Okay, well, I'll talk to you guys later. I gotta talk to Tataru.
Little pink-haired Tataru. I don't know if it sways you one way or the other, but the red people are in the pirate mommy world.
I did pick up on that, and it did sway me a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Well, also then when you say... Wait a minute, Tataru, where are you?
She should be... it looks like she's not in that building. Where the fuck is Tataru?
I don't know, maybe I need...
Are you sure she wasn't in the room that you left?
Maybe I'm... Let's find out. Let's slow down a second. Yeah, I was gonna say, when you put out... It's basically, do you want a color that
she's not there.
Looks like one of these dudes is... Now, normally, yellow is my favorite color, but...
Yeah.
I like the look of this red and black better than this particular shade of yellow.
My man.
That's the tricky thing when yellow is your favorite color, is I feel like it's one of those colors where the shades...
It makes such a difference.
It's so hard to get a good shade of yellow. Whereas
so I would...
Stuff like blue and red is better.
I would exit to Vesper Bay and see if she's... outside in Vesper Bay.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking she's probably, like, at her desk.
I just couldn't remember the layout of this building, because I haven't been here in a long time.
Because when I first met her, she was here, so I assumed.
Yep.
She's like, yo, Ku is so cool.
I love Tataru so much. And I mean that, like, genuinely. Like, I think she's a very endearing character.
Alright. Gridania, then Ulda. And then... Oh, you're gonna make me work for Pirate Mommy.
I think you just get to pick, right?
And maybe...
Is that what it's letting you do?
Perhaps. I mean... Here the making. Attend the remembrance service. I think I have to do all of them, is what it sounded like.
That's what I can't remember. I don't... That seems crazy that they would ask you to do that.
The way she said it was like all of them.
Okay, so maybe so. I would still start with the one you were planning to actually pick, just in case.
Yeah. Good thinking, Abe Lincoln. You're a real smart cookie.
A real smart cookie?
Alright. God, it's tricky to figure out the map though when it's multiple.
Yeah,
Options.
it's kind of. So, where are you trying to go first?
Pirate Land.
All right, so you want to go to Lenoskia to the left? Pretty sure. How do you How do you move around the map?
Just had to
Is that like you select that? Okay.
Yeah, I just had to move the stick.
So it would be one of the places you've been to. Do you not have Limsa? Oh, there you go. It was that one.
You know
right
what
there.
though? I think
Wait, no, no.
I think it maybe I have to do the order they're saying specifically.
I don't think so. I promise.
Okay.
Yeah, try going to Limsa.
Because I was like, wouldn't it have had 3? You know, the nodes on the map. Oh, but I guess you're right because now it's right behind me.
I think when you zoom out to the whole world, it doesn't show the.
Yeah.
Sadly, you have to run through Degenerate Isle.
Well, hey, I picked the right spot too.
Limsa is where all of the role players that just ERP with each other hang out.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, let me go to the stateroom. Let me see cool Admiral Pirate.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
Long.
I was bored.
I appreciated hearing like a Scottish voice and then Hank Hill.
I don't know why I laughed like a small child.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
Thancred, let's exchange notes later.
Oh my god.
700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
I am so sorry. I'm listening to myself right now. I had no idea that cough blows out the mic like that.
Ah, you're fine.
Did you look as the Admiral did you? It's a rather stirring standard, I must
You're
say.
all
I promise that wasn't a comedic effect. It's the twins!
The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of
They're the ones that are going to be at
pirates,
Otakon.
while the black
Oh,
ship
okay.
represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners.
Knights of the
Together,
Barracuda is
we
a
met
cool
our
fucking
would-be
name for.
conquerors upon the field
Right.
of Cod. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa.
The name kind of sounds dumb when you say it. Back to back, though.
Shut up.
Limsa Lominsa.
Limsa Lominsa.
If it was just Limsa or just Lominsa, I'd be like, yeah, fantasy country name. But something about like Limsa Lominsa.
And fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom, much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5
Weren't those
long years of
Twins
tireless
in the
rebuilding.
carriage ride at the beginning.
Yet still the wounds
I
of the
don't think
calamity
so.
fester and
Their designs look familiar.
But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze
I
out
would say
upon our
maybe, but
battered
I
and
really
broken
doubt
vessel,
it.
I see an
I just remember
undying
being the one
spirit.
guy in the movie.
Yet there are those
I mean,
who
yeah, I
see
remember
the
him
ship of
obviously,
ours
but
sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishbuck bastards.
While the minds of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who
I forgot that this just goes into immediately like you killed one primal, well now you're gonna build up killing another one.
Nice.
Even now, the curs
They've done
fly
an
their
okay
flags
job
within our
trimming
borders.
this so far,
Doubt
honestly.
not, but that they will be
Oh yeah,
upon us ere
it
long.
definitely feels, you think, more condensed.
We are well nigh
I remember there being a
surrounded.
lot more
Yet
slog
there
between them
are
even
those
talking
among
about
us who
this.
would rather turn their
However, I
swords
also remember there
against
being
their
a lot of
crewmates
slog
than
building
our
up
cannons
to the
against
second
our
primal, and I'm
foes. How
wondering,
can we
I
hope to
think
repel
that
our
is one of the
many
ones that
enemies
is
when
focused on
mutiny
trimming down.
breeds below
So I'm
death?
hoping this will feel better.
There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both. And see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom.
Yes, goddess.
And with the guidance of the navigator, this
You know
great
just
vessel
how
of
to,
ours shall ride the waves till sea
Hit the
swallows all.
vibes.
Long live the Admiral!
Makes me think of Killed Me in the D&D movie, the recent one, the live action Chris Pine one. Great movie, but lost it early on. There's a guy literally going, "He's stealing all bits and bobs."
Oh, yeah.
If you'll permit me.
Forgot about
Elfie,
the.
And my sister.
I should make
Alize,
sure to
at
throw
your
that in
service.
the campaign somehow.
I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Okay, so they're like, no more voice lines for you. So 2 beast tribes for Limsa Lamosa, the
Lominsa.
Sahagin, and the Kobolds. Okay, bye twins, I guess. For now.
Forgot that they just. So thankfully they differentiate them later by giving one a different colored outfit. But it is so there's Alpha No, who is the male, and then Alize is the girl. But some people just call Alize Red Alpha No, and I find that kind of funny.
Well, she also didn't say anything. Her brother did all the yapping in that.
She has no. Honestly, she's not really relevant until Stormblood. She becomes a main character, but she doesn't really get much screen time. Where she comes into play is so. The raid story in Realm Reborn is Bahamut.
Oh, okay.
And she is. Like, that is her story, but it's optional content, and like nobody does it these days because it's like 10 years old now. So like I didn't even know who she was until Stormblood, and I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah, no, they are making me just go do all of these.
With each of them, damn. Okay.
Damn, Daniel.
I mean that's fine.
Back at it
Just a little
again.
tedious.
Ruby Tuesdays.
Oh.
Okay, it's actually it took me a quick second because it's been a hot minute since we were here to figure out where I need to go. But I remember now. What's the opposite of I forgore? I remember.
What did you say?
I said I remember.
I like that one actually.
This man's name is Simpkin.
My favorite one. Yeah, my friend pointed him out to me, and I was like, "Holy shit! How did I not notice that name before?"
Me when I get reincarnated to the Final Fantasy XIV universe.
And you don't get to sit with Pirate Mommy. Honestly, imagine being named Simpkin and you're not even in Limps Elementa. It's truly a
Who you
tragedy.
gonna simp for in Gridania?
I mean, there's the white mage looking lady, the like head
Mother
of
Deck.
the. I think you're taking a random quest, by the way.
Oh, that is.
I don't think you're actually talking to the right. Sorry
you are
to
correct.
let you down.
Fuck. No, I mean that was me not paying enough attention to where's the big fiery thing.
Oh gosh, and now these vegetable offerings are for the quest you picked up, not for the fucking main story.
Whoops. Give me the
You might as well
veggies.
do 'em.
Might as well.
Like, you're already here.
I'm here and I'm in the circle and it's alert, pick up the vegetables. The way that shows hardwired my brain in the worst way with alert.
Alert!
Like, I love saying that anytime it's like, oh, big
Anything.
announcement for things. Alert.
It killed me that we were turning it on today, and like while it was booting up, I looked at my wife and just went, "Alert! Alert!" And then it started up, and we had paused it where it was going, "Alert!" Just lost.
Okay, lady, you really could have picked those up yourself. They were literally right behind you.
Yeah, but Maketo would sing your praise.
Well, whatever. Thanks for the money. Thanks for the one trip in the Ethernet. Okay. Now, where the heck is this? 'Cause it's like right in front of me, and there's
Oh, it's
dudes-
just that star speckle. It's
Oh.
the destination. Yeah, silly.
I was seeing the. I assume that means person is in a cutscene symbol
lost my son
when
to
it's
the
a
calamity.
film clip. Like next to them, I was like, I assume these guys are watching whatever I need to watch.
Stumbling over a body.
No, silly.
That dude's tall in the back.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelves Wood.
Okay, I'm not gonna listen as attentively to you, ma'am, as I did to
They hid
Pirate Mommy.
themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the working hand in hand. The Hure and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds, so nourished by the waters of unity.
Oh,
and
here's
blessed by
the
light
twins
of the
again.
matron. Gridania flourished into the great nation it
There it is.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind
Hello,
the
we're the
seat.
twins.
Oh,
I
yeah.
promise, despite this setting them up to be some creepy people, they're not like a thing one, thing two type thing.
I was gonna say it's definitely hard though because they did make them like identical. It looks except for which eye the hair covers.
They grow into their own characters later on.
We have still less for those who would
I promise. Like, I actually really like the development of both of the characters.
I believe
Alphino in particular gets a lot of good screen time.
Here's a question: is this anyone, or are they just zooming in on some kid's dead-eyed fish stare for?
I think that is actually just some kid's dead-eyed fish stare. I don't recognize that character. I don't know her. Oh shit, I've been sitting on a ton of money I just haven't been selling. What the fuck?
Eorzean
I wish I was
alliance.
joking when I say that there's a material that's really easy to get called coke that sells for a lot. Because it's like the alchemical coke, but it just sounds weird to say, yeah, I'm selling tons of coke, bro. Why does that shadowing look so sketchy on
Yeah.
it?
She looks like a sinister, like, near, like, secret
I
antagonist
know.
or something. Like,
Hi, Bean Bean.
Kana Senna be like, please, Ku, will you serve Gridanian? And I'll be like, I'll serve Coke before I serve this country.
Kana-sana, more like condescending.
More like kinda sus, huh?
Dude, that was actually really good.
Was it? Or are you just mocking me? Fuck you!
Huh?
I said fuck you.
I know. You might hear some things you have to do.
Their loss was not the only tragedy.
Right, the calamity, the cool gif of the guy smiling at the sun.
The scars borne by
Him, the sun, and, like, him getting exploded.
driven to desperation.
That's relevant. That's
Ooh.
Alpha and Alize's grandfather. That's the connection to everything else going on.
Okay.
To compound our woes.
Well, no wonder they're just like, yeah, we know our history because our grandfather was the cool guy, I guess, who put Bahamut in the moon.
So beleaguered from within
To the
and
moon.
without.
I give you the moon.
Without fear.
That's what the line was. I'm sorry. I just said to the moon.
5 years ago,
Yeah, you went a little further back. You went all the way to the honeymooners.
that we might behold
One of
Is that
these
it?
days, Bahamut. One of these days. Pow, right in the kisser.
Oh, you're such a
Oh,
funny one.
spousal abuse. That was a funny joke for the 50s, I guess.
I guess so.
Oh, now she
She really knew what
chimes
hit.
up. It does not help. They are like super identical. Like, I think
Coloring is so bad.
I think
Part of me wonders if they weren't sure what they were trying to do with them at first.
because a similar like set of twins I think can think of two. Popula and Devila in Nier. Very similar looking, but different enough that you can tell easily enough. And I forget, but the two maidens in Monster Hunter Rise, I forget their
Oh,
names.
yeah.
But they had like enough distinction that you could tell at enough of a
Yeah.
glance which was which.
They genuinely do make a good difference. The other thing is that they work into, and this is kind of something I like in general, is that each of they're part of the Scion crew. Each Scion comes to represent a class later on.
Ooh.
Alize represents Red Mage, so there's a lot of like distinction there, and then Alpha No represents Sage, so he gets the cool lasers that zip around him.
Cool. That's my boy Thancred represent.
Gunbreaker, which is it's the Final Fantasy VIII. They get the Gunblade thing.
That's cool.
Like, I'll send you the trailer for Shadowbringers. I won't spoil anything, but it'll just be like, wait, this rules. What's up, Beanie? One of my cat's ears are just arced back like crazy.
Oh, little old orange boy, huh?
Little orange lad himself. Bro, it is killing. They just look the same. I could not tell you the difference. It's literally down to their legs. You have to look at the like
literally,
pants
yeah,
the
it's
stockings.
it's the eye that the hair covers and the leg. They don't even have the chest thing isn't even like on a different side.
Shit, this person's reminding me I gotta get the Fall Guys event. There's too many things to do in this game.
And Dawn Trail's not even out yet.
Yeah, I know. It's funny to be playing Elden Ring. I've been like forgetting that the main thing I'm trying to do is to wrap that up for Dawn Trail.
Yeah. When does Dawn Trail come out? Is it first week of July or
Like,
last week of June?
It's the first week of July, but the early access is the very tail end of June. So we're gonna be at the beach that Friday.
Yes, that's what
I think. And
So
like
you're-
we'll be coming home technically to be able to play, but I'm gonna want to sleep.
I was gonna say, so you'll be like fiending like a crack head.
Pretty much.
Those last couple days.
I'm gonna be desperately not looking at stuff to like not get spoiled. Although with my luck for spoilers, I feel like we'll be walking on the boardwalk and some guy will just yell into a vuvuzela about Dawn Trail.
We'll walk, and the custom boardwalk shirts with like the spray painted characters will be
Just have different spoilers.
yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Instead of Sans Undertale, it'll be like Thancred and then spoiler about him in text underneath it.
Gosh.
Oh my god.
I'm having a much easier time with this yokai than with the one I was doing at the beginning of the night. Good lord. Wagging on him.
Yokai I'ma watch until
You can do it.
I can't. I don't know anything about Yokai Watch.
You stupid son of a bitch.
I just know the cat.
Oh, the orange one?
Yeah, and I guess the one ghost looking guy too.
The one that looks like he's from Mob Psycho.
Yeah.
Or at least to me, I feel like he does.
A little bit. I can see the resemblance.
So, the orange cat is actually what I'm working towards with all this stupidity. So if you finish the thing I'm doing with the yokai event, you get a giant version of the orange cat, but it's a mount, and you sit on it like it's a giant couch.
That's amazing.
The sad thing is, since I have a really hard to get mount that I got recently, I feel like I'm not gonna want to use anything but the mount that I have now. But I've wanted this stupid cat mount for forever. Like, basically since I started playing seriously, I've been hoping the yokai event would come back.
Mm-hmm.
Because, man, this is a very soul-draining grind. Because it's not hard, it's just very time-consuming.
Gotcha.
You've got one last remembrance ceremony, and it's with our boy Raban. I can't remember. Did you see with Raban, the big boy, the big cool guy that you like, was there a Lalafell lady with him with pink hair? Like, does that ring any bells to you? Because she's also a cool character, and I think you're gonna get to meet her here.
Sounds vaguely familiar. Possibly.
She has a really dumb name. Nanamo Il Namo.
Well, sometimes fantasy names are just dumb.
Preach. And brother, I'm dumb as fuck.
Oh, there you go. There she is.
There you go. Nanamo. I've actually always really liked her design. I think her hair looks really cool. And I always feel creepy saying that, because technically she kind of just looks like a weird little kid, but...
Yeah, you're fine.
It's very frustrating being like, oh, that Lalafell looks cute, and then being like, oh, I don't like how that feels to say it.
When the worm is sus.
Bitch.
No, I get it. Like, I'm sure that's something people deal with sometimes. Like, it's like, I want to be a halfling in D&D or something, and people are like, why?
I know.
But I
It's
don't
weird,
think
because
of
I
that.
don't actually picture halflings like that. I just picture them as short people.
I don't... Yeah. Sorry, you were saying?
I don't remember what I was saying.
Okay, now that actually reminds me because at fencing last night, and I was talking with our other buddy, and I haven't seen Lord of the Rings in forever. I don't think you have either.
That's fine.
But
I haven't seen
but
anything
he and his
but Fellowship.
fiance and a couple other friends were watching, and he was like, "Yeah, they had a very different interpretation of things." Like
Wait,
for
which
stuff,
friends were these?
So that's how it happened.
Wait, which friends were these that you're talking
I don't
about?
know.
Oh, it was other friends of theirs.
Other friends of theirs. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were saying it was other friends of ours.
Not
Sorry,
other
your
friends
mic
of ours,
cut
no,
out a little
other
bit.
friends of theirs, but these other friends of theirs had never seen it.
Let us pray for
So, do you at least remember, like, in the mines where Pippin knocks, like, the skeleton down and it makes all the noise and Gandalf's like, "You shit idiot fool"?
That's in Fellowship. you're saying?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
that's-
mean, I don't really remember that, but I can picture it.
He knocks the skeleton over, all the
Is that where he
goblins.
calls him a fool of a took, or is that a different?
Yep,
part?
yep, that's it. Because then all the
Okay.
goblins come, and then the Balrog shows up.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were like, "Why is this old man like abusing like these children?"
a people divided, downtrodden,
I have.
Was how these friends like viewed it, and our friend is like, "They're adults. They're all adults. They're just
It's
short."
very ableist of you to say that, though, Lupo.
And it came up because we were talking Dungeon Meshi, and I was like, "Yeah, I love how
How about
Chill Chuck is
Chuck?
like, I'm 29," and they're just like, "Ah." It's like he's
Most divorced
middle-aged.
man on earth.
But yeah, like it gave me flashbacks to I read Lord of the Rings in middle school at the height of the movies being popular.
Praise.
I didn't really fully understand them because those books are hard, and this was me at the height of my reading abilities. This was
I mean, that's a challenging read.
this was
yeah.
my peak, and
Even
I
for adults.
could barely understand them.
Also, why would you freeze it on poor Nanamo looking so
Yeah,
sad?
why does it look so sad? When you
So
got
she's
the
the
cool guy
actual
talking.
leader of this area. He's like the bodyguard.
That makes a little more sense, and also she's got like, not that I couldn't see him being a leader, but the fact that she's got like this royal, super fancy outfit,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
he's just kind of like a gladiator robe with a blacksmith apron over it.
Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to as the realm prospers.
But yeah,
so shall
when
the
I
dawn.
read Lord of the Rings, Frodo's like 50 when they go on the journey. Like those
Dang.
books or those movies condense time a lot because like 20 fucking years passed between him getting the ring and then Gandalf coming back and being like, "Hey, I think that's the big evil thing."
Raubon?
Really?
Yeah. It's like, "Oh, Bilbo has this going away party, blah blah blah." And it's like Gandalf comes back and Frodo's like 55, and it's like, "Frodo, we gotta get rid of that shit."
Much has been made of the wealth of Uldar.
That's
Yet
pretty.
those who
fucked
measure
up.
that wealth
Okay, I like that he just lifts her up.
Yes,
To
it's so
address her.
cute.
for the true wealth of Uldar lies in
Well,
the
this man ripped that he's just casually one hand up, perfectly
Dude, Raban's
parallel.
fucking man.
Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Uldar, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Yeah.
Glory to the Sultana!
What was that voice?
Deadass me trying to do an annoying child voice in D&D.
That was straight up like your colander and coriander voice.
It was.
The time is now!
Oh my god. I certainly don't remember that.
the fucking timing that we were quiet for both instances of that
No.
particular take.
I think I might clip that just because that's
Oh god.
unbelievable. Glory to the Sultan. I just can't get over.
Alright, so at least looking head on, their faces are a little different too.
They differentiate their hair later on.
Okay, good. And ooh,
Like
here-
it's she starts
here-
wearing lipstick.
oh my gosh, there's a lot of little. I mean, it looks like her lips are a little different shade than his, anyways.
They
Even-
are.
I'm seeing now he's got green jewels on his, and she's got red, and their earring is on a different ear.
I'll show you a picture and I'll be like, oh, I see the difference now.
But yeah, they're so similar.
It's pretty bad.
It's crazy. Oh, and ribbon in the back is different.
I almost wonder if they weren't, because I don't remember them being here. Well, they probably were here. I'm just like, I wonder if they added this in.
If they added the World to Yappening tour for,
Yes.
go listen to these people just chant it up.
Glory to the Sultan. I'm gonna make that like a audio thing.
It sounds
Soundboard.
almost like the fucking thing from Happy Souls 2. You're gonna regret that.
Oh my gosh, it
You're gonna regret it. Okay, Minifil's like, yo, I'm done entertaining these dudes. Please come back.
make a
Deal with them."
decision. Get your mount.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of interesting. I feel like we'll be able to wrap up each night with like pretty cool advancements.
It's worked out so far. It hasn't felt like any session has been just, oh, yeah, we're just whatever. Like, actual things have happened each time. So that's nice. The pacing's good in that regard.
Maybe I've been too harsh. Just like on the game.
I mean, it's one of those things where, like, you might just, in hindsight, memories can get a little blurred of, like, for good or bad,
Well,
sometimes.
They also did clean up a lot of this.
Right. To be fair to you, the time since you've done this, who knows? You may
They
just
straight
be
up
like,
deleted like 30 or 40 quests, I think.
you've got your memories, and then you're just seeing me just kind of like truck along really quick, and it just might be the luck of the timing for me of getting. Hey, yeah, they really trimmed the fat. I mean, I have to imagine there's a lot of content because I know it's a paid game, but it's free up to which expansion is it? Heaven's Word?
Through Stormblood, actually.
Through Stormblood.
So you've got a lot of stuff ahead of you.
Like, I was
without
gonna say, I feel like they have to be really confident in the amount of content that there is for this game.
Yeah.
If they're willing to let the free trial run for that long. Because I know they've increased over time how long the trial is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, to me, that's a sign of like, yeah, there's a shit ton in this game, I guess, if that much is just for free.
I mean, that's not even like that's purely just talking about like the main story. That's not getting into the like side content you can do. There are entire sections of people that play this game just to play Mahjong. Because apparently it just has a really good Mahjong client.
Alright. It makes me think, when they do the Yakuza show, there needs to be an episode where Kiryu's just like doing side quest shit.
I was wondering if they're gonna have stuff like that in there. Surely they will, right?
I would hope, but I don't know.
Surely they just...
Alright, take a minute and figure it out.
You thinking you're gonna go storm mommy
I'm thinking I'm gonna go Stormblood.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer
there? Shut
friend
the
will
hell
keep.
up, Alpha No.
The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is
Why do they act like they're like Rosencrantz and
Whatever do you
Guildenstern?
choose?
They're talking like they're not directly pertinent to
Yeah.
this story.
were little more than standard waving rallies.
I know
As
it's
though the
a
calamity
fantasy
of Seventh Umbral
setting
Era
thing. I wonder if
warranted
this was really
carelessly
accurate in
mentioned.
real life, though. Of people like siblings being like, brother, sister.
Well, of
No.
course
Someone
there are
was talking
standard
about that
waving
in a
rallies.
Reddit post where they were like, nobody talks like this.
Interesting. Like, I didn't even mean modern day, obviously,
Since you are
but
so
yeah,
observant,
the past is
mayhap
like,
you noticed
what
what
they
mention
have?
was made of the warriors of
Where
light?
it's like, you know, maybe a little more like
I suppose they
familial
must have
importance
forgotten the
for
heroes
so and so.
Right.
It's
of
like,
Eorzea, a
I'm
fate worse
the
than
oldest son, so I'm
Calamity.
helping father the most.
No, dear Alizé,
But who
they
knows?
haven't forgotten these
Hi,
details.
Beanbop.
They
Please
have
get out of my
elected
way.
to
You're
rest.
directly in front of my screen.
Deep
It's
are
like,
the wounds
try
that
the fate
Calamity
now,
inflicted
Dad.
upon Eorzea. So deep, needless to say,
I mean,
the
seriously.
beast
Like, I
tribe
can't.
to alleviate
I
the
might
pain.
actually die.
Bean, I'm gonna wipe.
So, the task of
Oh
salvaging
shit, I am
Eorzea's
dying.
scions of the Seventh Dawn, with help from
Oh, he's just a little guy.
remembrance, will yield
He's a
no
little
remedy.
dickhead.
If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the calamity behind us.
Does he still torture Taco, kinda?
Yes, and I don't really love it. It's one of the things that I really kind of want to work on with him, but
Mhm.
it's also just an unfortunate. Like, this is not like a kids will be kids, but like, I mean, he's less than a year old. There's not going to be any like, hey, grow up with him.
He's still baby, and
Yeah.
Taco's all older. It's just,
You are most
I have
kind.
learned, and I'm hoping this isn't an awful thing, but I got it from somebody on Reddit that. So he likes to run along my monitors like when I'm working, and like he'll like slam into them to like imprint on them, and I'm like, dude, because it like knocks my monitors over. One of them almost fell off of my desk one
Does
day
not come into
because he's like really violent about it. And I start, he's like doing something or going somewhere he shouldn't. I just kind of blow air in his face, like I just go, and he gets freaked out and runs away.
oh, they don't like it, huh?
Old ones from
Even just doing that, he like looked over at me like, what the fuck? Alrighty. Oh, so that's how it works. So you just talk to one of them to pick the...
Alright. I like the cut of your Admiral Lady's jib.
Brother, you just want to get in her, jib. What?
I was just laughing at that. That got me.
For some reason, I thought you just went, FERP. And I was like, what does that mean?
Sorry, you found my secret noise that I make when I make.
Sorry for moaning like that.
Sorry for moaning like that, Merlwib.
Gosh. Hey, good job on the name. Holy shit. Honestly, gun to my head, I wouldn't have been able to pull that off, like, in that moment.
I'm surprised I got it, so.
I'm proud of you.
Yippee. Okay, personnel officer at Maelstrom Command. So, back to Limsa Limosa. Limsa Limosa.
Lomensa.
Although Minifilla was like, I don't want these dudes in here for any longer than I have to. Travel the world listening to some speeches and then come back
So I
and get rid
have
of
to.
them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Then Philly makes some dumbass decisions, and I don't think that's a very hot take. Yes! I did it, Lupo. I
Yay!
have 2 more yokai left, and then I'm done forever.
And then you got your cat mount. Yippee.
I sure do. Or I sure will, rather.
Oh, that makes... Oh, shit. I think I was supposed to go down, not up. Or... No. No, actually, I think I'm on the right one. I think Limsa Lamosa is the most confusing area to me.
Lomensa.
Yeah.
Limsa, Lomensa.
Limsa Limzimza.
True. You said it's the most confusing. I think that's.
Limsa Influenza,
fair.
yeah, is. I feel like.
I think that's
the
fair.
hardest.
It's a very maze-like area. Even I feel like I still struggle with it, and I've been playing this game for forever.
Mm-hmm. No, I do have that one attuned.
Good beat.
I feel like I just heard him squeak.
Oh no, I don't. Well, if you did, I didn't hear him. No, he's
Oh.
just leaning with or with his head like just leaned over the side of his cat tower. He's a little freak.
Well, you always say you always make fun of Taco for having a toe fetish or foot fetish, I guess. Rather.
I do.
What's Bean's hyper freak trait?
Being a fucking terror. Honestly, his thing, and this is both endearing and just weird, is that he just leaks. So he drools a lot, but his his eyes also water. And like we talked to the doctor about it, and they're like, yeah, sometimes cats are just like that. So we should just call it as we call it as bean juice.
I was about to say he's just wet like beans.
Yeah.
You just happen to adopt a wet beast, is all.
A wet sopping beast.
Yeah.
What the fuck weapon is that? That thing looks sick. That's the red mage weapon? What the fuck?
Taco is the big fluff ball, and Bean is the lithe wet beast.
It is crazy how much I didn't, or like how much I took for granted how relaxed Taco is, because he was a little guy when we got him.
Yeah.
And so, like, he had a ton of energy, like Bean does right now. But man, kind of wish Bean would chill the fuck out like Taco now.
Oh. Yeah,
like, we got Bean partially because we were worried Taco was, like, bored and wanted a brother. And now Taco's just like, leave me the fuck alone, dude.
Everyone needs a little alone time. From what you show, they get along well enough.
They do. They just play a lot.
Yeah, it's more just like one's got more energy than the other, so it's like I figure it's probably like they play and Taco's like, okay, I'm good. Bean's like,
yes, and Bean's like, no,
no.
Yeah, Bean seems like he just does not stop having energy. It's
Bean
crazy.
pulls the Walter White, we're done when I say we're done.
Yeah.
Okay, where the heck is this place that I got to go to?
You gotta go play the Fall Guys event, bro. That's what you gotta do.
Bro, I haven't even played regular Fall Guys.
No time like the present.
There's so many games I gotta play, like...
I mean, you can get Fall Guys a pass at this point.
Well, sure, but I mean, like, I do want to play Lethal Company still. I want to try Content Warning. I'd want to play
You
Helldivers.
download it when it was free?
Which one?
Content Warning.
No.
The day it released, it was free, and I posted about it, and I'm convinced fucking nobody did, and I'm upset.
Yes, I remember you doing that. I remember that being the case.
You didn't have a PC at the time.
I was gonna say
I give you a pass. You get a pass.
I was gonna say the reason I didn't was I did not have my tricks figured out at that time for that. And now that I do, it's different. And it's still only $10, which I'm like, yeah, I'll happily kick $10 towards an indie game.
But it could have been 0.
I gotta get used to like knowing how to look for Steam sales now that that'll be a thing, and pick and choosing, because I think
it's not so hard. They make the Steam sales pretty present on the main page.
Okay, well, I was gonna say they go pretty steep, right?
They're usually pretty intense.
Yeah, because I got so spoilers, it'll be something I try at some point. I got the one of the XCOM games, the one where it's like you have the actual aliens in the squad, Chimera Squad, I think is
The hot snake ladies.
the title. I did kind of want it for the hot snake.
My man.
But it was $3.
I mean,
was
that's
like,
hard to beat.
yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, this
That
is
just happened.
even if I don't, even if I don't end up liking this, whatever.
Right. I think that's valid.
But also from what I was looking at, I'm just like, oh, this one plays more kind of like a Fire Emblem-esque. It sounds the way I play Fire Emblems, at least as far as strategy games go, and not necessarily like get ready to lose repeatedly. Is more like, hey, you've got specific characters, and they'll come back next map if they die or whatever.
Right.
I'm like, that definitely sounds more my speed, because I'm just not good at video game.
Oh, you're gonna get to meet Biggs and Wedge.
Ooh. Biggs
My
and
man.
Wedge, which I love that someone at Square was just like, man, I sure like minor characters in Star Wars A New Hope.
I know. So wait a minute. Did you do, like, you picked a grand company and everything?
I talked to the Storm guy and I came to the Storm Center and here I am.
And they haven't talked to you about chocobos yet?
They have not talked to me about chocobos yet.
Huh. Okay.
Unless
That might be something we do next time.
unless my ass skipped over dialogue, but either way.
I don't think so. Because the way it works is that they'll talk to you about the chocobos, and then there's a side quest you talk to that actually unlocks it, but it might be here, or like right after this. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this is my very...
Oh no, I think this is all part of the same thing.
Okay, I was gonna say, this is my first, like, quest with the green
Yeah.
uniform. Oh yeah, he even was just like, you don't even have your own uniform.
Right, that's why I
idiot."
was like, wait a minute, if they're talking about Maelstrom, you might be okay then.
You're the Maelstrom, you are a Garland, Ironworks engineer. We're here to rescue you. You must be Catelyn. Love wearing our big British Imperial redcoats.
No. That sounded pathetic. I'm doing the Fall Guys event and just not having a great time with it.
Your mic cut off, I think, because of the you have an auto gain thing setting on your mic, so you're just like, oh.
Actually, your mic cut out too. I didn't hear any of that. You just said, so you're like, and then just nothing.
Oh. Oh. You hear that? Oh.
No.
Damn. Well,
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Trying to make fun of me, boy.
the recording will pick it up at least.
Fair enough. I did it. I qualified.
Yours cut off after like a consonant in your groan. Is very quick. Alright, gonna fight these Imperials, eh? Also, we gotta save the little Lalafell dude with the dumb onion hair.
I think there's drama in my free company.
Uh-oh.
So the free company is the guild I'm in. I think I've talked before about how I'm in a guild, like, with a bunch of degenerates. I made a... This is forever ago. I'll post it in Discord again. but I made a compilation of like just things people said in the guild chat where I was like, what the fuck are they saying? And I haven't been on, like, I haven't been looking at the chat ever. And I guess there's like a new player or something, and they're like asking questions about the guild, and they're like, oh, they're like, yeah, because it's one of those things where it's like a wife and husband like run the guild, and traditionally in MMOs it's a very like drama-filled environment.
Oh my gosh, the things I'm learning. Oh yeah, continue.
And like they were very like they're into like the daddy dom little girl like lifestyle.
I feel like, this part sounds somewhat familiar to me.
Well, they like pull in people from the guild to like join them in it.
You can't do that.
No.
Like honestly, people don't consent to your kinks. If you have your kinks, that's fine. Other people do not.
Well, no, I mean they pick people that want to do it,
Okay,
but it's still just like
I thought you were
weird.
just like they're running the guild, so if you're in it.
No. This is like it's just like people in the guild have talked, and it's like clear that they are like also in it.
Gotcha.
Because they're like, oh yeah, you're one of my kittens, and I'm like, and
it's not the joking way you and I would like say it.
No. I mean, the guild used to be called the Booty Bandits. It looks like they actually renamed within like the past month. But I also find it fun. So my character's name is Karna Vale.
Yes.
And I've only spoken I think maybe twice in the guild chat, and it was to answer people's questions about the game. And the dude that runs it always would say hello to me, because I used to get on at really odd hours and he'd be on, and I would just never respond. And I think he got it in his head that I'm a girl. Because he started saying hello to me by going, hey, what's up, booty girl Karna? And I just took a picture of it and did not respond. I was no good.
Oh my god.
But I guess there's drama going on, or I mean, I'm hoping it's not that they're, like, physically not doing well. I guess it's a possibility. But they're like, oh, like, is everything okay with, like, the leaders? And they're like, they're like, hope all is well. And they go, well, it is and it isn't. Mostly isn't, but we're hoping it will be. I'm like, what?
Oh boy. Is this the guild you've been in, like, the whole time you've played the game, or?
No. When I started, I wasn't in a guild at all. And then I joined one for a while that our friends Rohan and a few other people were in.
Mm-hmm.
And then we left, so me and Jukes, who we've played with in here before, we left together and joined another guild that was like it was a smaller group, but like it was good people. Like they were competent at the game. They were, at least compared to the guild I'm in, they were normal. But they had a thing where if you didn't log into the game at least once like if you haven't logged in more than like 30 days, they would like remove you because the guilds have like limited spaces or whatever.
Okay.
Which is stupid, but whatever. So anyways, I took a long break.
Yeah.
After I beat I think it was like after I beat fuck, I can't remember. It might have been after I beat Stormblood I took a break, but like I came back and I just had no guild, and then this guild I'm in now just picked me up because they can see if people aren't like guilded and just like send you a request. And I was like, fuck it, I'll join. Like it would be kind of entertaining to see what people say. And Lord, they do be saying.
And now you're the big booty daddy.
I'm the what do you mean I ain't the big booty daddy?
Okay, so I just need to start a Scott Steiner themed free company.
Shit, you would do numbers.
I need to find whatever gear lets me look like Scott Steiner.
I mean, there's a lot of chainmail.
I was gonna say, I'd have to imagine that's genuinely doable.
Gosh, dude, I need a Scott Steiner cosplay. You have inspired me.
Oh.
I still want to do my Fred Durst one. I think that one would be really funny.
That would be funny. I'm genuinely considering Fred Durst's Durst for Halloween.
Oh, for Halloween, I think
Yeah.
that would be really funny. I might do the Chosen. I think it could be fun.
I feel like they're both easy enough costumes.
Oh, yeah.
For us that we have in mind too.
Except the thing is, I don't think it would hit with most people.
Well, that's their problem.
That's fair enough.
I mean, last year you weren't there because you had a wedding. I think you were at, but
I had another Halloween party I went to.
right.
so I
But the party I went to, I was
yeah, the
fucking,
theming.
was vampire themed, and I was Count Choco Fang.
Yeah,
Invader
Coco
Zim.
Fang?
Yeah, Coco Fang thing.
Look at
Fake,
this
fake,
fucking
fake
fake
Coco
Zim
Fang.
fan. What a fool.
Oh, am I even going the right way?
Probably. Gotta go to Maelstrom. Oh, so you need to go to the
Corpse to go.
second floor of
Yeah.
Lissa.
That's what I was just realizing. So this is where everyone who just role plays. This is the city.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also exaggerating. It's just a lot of the more, like, degenerate, like, the type of person that would have Discord kittens tend to hang out in Limsa Lamensa.
But I'm
Specifically
not
in that area in the dead center where there's like globs of players.
But I'm not on the Balmung server.
No, did I tell you I went to Balmung fairly recently?
Yeah.
That was an interesting time.
You went in and they were all watching Bible Black.
Just
It's delicious.
Lord. This is kind of random, but I always look at the stream chat to like see who's like in here, and like 75% are like bots in any stream. But for some reason it just kills me that one of the bots is just named Donk. Shit got cake.
Okay, now I recognize from when I went here the first time, at least, before the start of that mission. Whoa, there's a lot of people lined up.
Might see some things you're not supposed to.
Now, this is my first MMO, like, really. I'm not gonna count RuneScape at the library. In elementary school. In World of Warcraft, wasn't there a time where it used to be like only one person at a time could talk to an NPC? So didn't people have to like queue up in lines to do quests?
Yes, no. Yes, your memory is correct. No, it wasn't talking to NPCs. It was... Well, sometimes it was talking to NPCs, I guess. Typically, there was a monster that had, like, a specific dude you'd have to kill, but whereas all of your stuff that you're doing is instanced, meaning you are by yourself or you're doing stuff with a group in a, like, segregated instance away from the main world. You don't ever have to worry about that, really. But yes, because WoW is open world, that is an issue that they had, and yes, people would have to form queues. But that was only if people were playing nicely. There were just as many people that would just try to steal the kill or something.
Gotcha. Wasn't there a time where like people interrupted a funeral or something too?
Yeah, I remember you and I watched that in high school. Yeah, it was a funeral for a player, and then the opposite faction just rushed in and killed everybody.
God.
Which, like, it's funny because that video is still out there, and I think I watched it within like the past year, and just the artifact of its time of just like Limp Bizkit-esque music, really shitty like Hypercam 2 quality, like something very endearing about it. I have a great fondness for the type of stories that are able to come out of MMOs.
Yeah, there's a unique culture, for sure.
Yes.
Alright, what oath will you swear? You have my sword till sea swallows all.
Nah, follow the admiral, dude.
Well, yeah,
She's
that,
hot.
duh, that one caught my eye first. I'm just looking. I was just like, the first two are throat goat. I'll follow the throat goat.
True.
It's like,
Girl
yo,
was
why you want to
nice.
sign up with us, the admiral?
Next question.
I'm goon maxing.
Hell up. Who are you? I'm goon maxing. Jesus.
Look, man, just be normal about it. It's fine.
I'm gonna come.
Dude, I legitimately had tears in my eyes the first time I watched that video. I'm like,
I am so sad because I laughed, but I definitely just gave it more for like a that's funny.
It didn't even get me the first time though. Like, I watched it as like waiting for the punchline to, you know, the like, the burden of proof is not on me. You can do so much more with a ball sack. Which I just realized, this sounds crazy to anyone without any context.
That's fine. We don't have to clarify.
But yeah, it was like going back then, and yeah, the Spencer doing the Elmer. I'm gonna is crying. Actually, I think.
Have you had the chance to show that to anybody else? Because I feel like one of our friends would find that very
I have
funny.
not. I think it was a combination of, it was like, I watched that on a Friday after a long week of work, and it was just kind of like into work at
That's
that point.
fair.
And it was just like a release.
The thing that always cracks me up is like Spencer is by far the most terminally online of anybody in Smosh, but he's also pretty articulate generally speaking, so it's really funny how he goes from like, I mean, the burden of proof is not on me in this situation to I'm gonna call.
I mean, it's that whole video is, because I've gone back and rewatched it, it's him pivoting.
Yes.
He can read
He
he
riffs.
just riffs, and he's so quick like that, because first it's Shane talking about like some visual ASMR of like a dude like doing barbershop stuff, I guess, like
What the fuck was Shane
haircut.
talking about?
But Spencer starts
then
to go, oh, you
Barbara's
know,
like, oh.
like that Bugs Bunny cartoon where he's rubbing Elmer Fudd's bald head, and when he says that, I can picture that. I know exactly what like animation he's talking about. I can think of that, but of course it's Shane going like, "Oh, I thought my brain is so busted. I thought you were gonna say ball sack."
I do like that it's framed around him going, "Yeah, my brain is so busted." Like that's a very us thing to say.
It is, but the Spencer pivots like in that instant. He's like, "Yeah, he just sucks Elmer Fudd's little penis."
Also, you get your mount now, dude.
Yes, I was gonna say, I read that after we were done talking about Elmer Fudd.
Let's fucking go. I think that would be an excellent point to stop for the night.
Yes, let's get the mount then.
Let's slurpee the turpy.
Woo! Achievement unlocked.
Wow.
Grand companies.
Don't worry too much about it.
Yeah,
I can.
you're just gonna
I'll
skim
tell
it.
you about it later. Yeah.
Not in guild, but company seals. So what's the deal with grand companies?
All right. So they're unfortunately something that hasn't really continued to grow with the expansions.
Oh,
But well, people still do stuff that pertains to them pretty regularly.
mm-hmm.
It's just that the rewards feel a little like the benefits of doing them aren't really there.
They're a little
right?
undercooked compared to like,
Yeah. So you can rise in rank by doing various things that start with mostly just doing quest lines. There are like
Mhm.
quest lines for rising in rank. Then there's a whole other system that's not worth getting into with the grand companies at a certain point that you need to do to continue rising the ranks. But there's a currency you have for this grand company. They're called seals. So you have Storm Company seals. And as you do content, like for example, every time you do a fate, you get seals for doing it. And just like money, it just rises and rises and rises. And what happens is you can redeem it with the quartermaster here for various items. So you can get clothes, you can get minions, like stuff like that. You can get materials, like crafting materials, and as you get up in these ranks, you have access to more things that you can buy. But they didn't really do much with it after
Gotcha.
Realm Reborn. They just kind of still exist, and there are recipes that still need those materials in particular. So there's like value in basically stocking up steels, buying these things, these materials, and then just selling them to players. So in a weird way, it's like you're converting these seals into money. It's not a lot of money in one go, but it is money.
Okay. So it's just it kind of fell to the wayside compared to other things that got updated or improved as the
I think it's a cool
expansions came
idea.
It's just kind of untapped potential, more or less.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's even, and I had no idea this existed, to be honest. There's a whole system of like certain armor you can actually dye with the like insignia of your grand company, which is really cool. And then I don't think there's a single armor after a Realm Reborn that even has that option.
Bummer.
You're a bummer.
Yeah. You say that. I had to not by choice explain to my dad the other day what I actually do when I say I'm gonna go stream.
Yes. Also, you should return back to the Maelstrom because I think you actually skipped the quest that you need.
Oh yeah, I'm on the main
Yeah.
shit, I think.
So you want to go back to Limsa, which the other thing about needing to figure out how to warp or whatever, hit the start menu. I want to see something real fast. Or no, sorry, it's not the start menu. Hold L2 and just press square. I keep forgetting we have this list. You can just fucking jump to Limsa.
Yeah, that'd be helpful. Oh, hello, Raiders. Hey, the Grill and Chill. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Thank you for following. It's me and my buddy Kite. He's a longtime FF14 player. He's teaching me how it be, and we're about to get my first chocobo.
My littlest chocobo.
Once I can figure out the map, because again, unfortunately, there's a lot.
Okay. So you'll want to go up to the second floor again.
Okay.
So you just want to find a stairwell.
Okay, that part's easy enough to remember, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Got all the 14 players in the chat.
Ooh, yippee. Oh, I was like, I know what's going on for me. I was wondering, I was missing shit because I was looking at my main screen and I was like, I turned my chat off.
Oh, I feel that.
Of the OBS. Let me turn that on because I turned it off because the last time I streamed, the one chatter I got was soliciting work. Or trying to solicit work. But yes. Oh, thank you again for the raid and the follow, the Grill and Chill. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the stay. Alright. Do I have this on? I feel like I was attuned to one of them.
So you want to go to the aft castle.
The aft
It's
castle.
the upper floor, yeah.
I'm starting to remember.
Ah, you're all good, dude. And I'm hoping hoping that that's really a bummer about the carpal tunnel. I'm hoping that maybe just a little bit you can live vicariously through this.
Yeah, revolving oscillator. That stinks. Carpal tunnel is one of those just like, ugh, like things like it's rough, especially with how much things in life now just involve wrist stuff with typing and computer work. All right.
It's interesting. I feel like in some ways, I mean, it sounds maybe trite on the surface, but like healthcare hasn't necessarily caught up with kind of the working landscape now. I think.
Oh, I do not think many things have unfortunately caught up with the working landscape.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Okay.
Oh, nice. And I remember Ocelot, you do the really awesome Castlevania art, right?
Yeah.
I've dropped in on your stream a few times.
Is level 70 the max, or is there more?
Depends on. At one point in time, it was the max, yeah.
Ooh, okay, well, that's an accomplishment. Again, I'm 27 on this, so yeah. Alright.
So I think that's the person you talked to.
I think
Yeah.
so. I was trying to figure out, to make sure. Okay, let's move.
There's the kid Dracula.
Or my text. Yeah.
Wait, what are you trying to do?
I was like, let me the journal. Is that where quests would be, right?
No. So you just have to talk to the NPC.
Yeah, but I was.
Sorry, I don't know if I didn't make it clear.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I have to accept it. Listen, I for gore.
It's okay, man. Now, this one we'll have to see where it's gonna take you to. So, I think you'll want to use, I guess it's your D-pad to get to that quest and see where you need to warp.
Yes. It's been a while since we had multiple
to do this.
quests.
I know.
There we go.
And
okay.
You want to go to map.
Map.
Yeah.
Alright. It's red. Is that because, like, you read I need to be level 30?
To even present this document can be exchanged. Oh, okay. So now you need to go to you need to talk to the quartermaster. That is no. So you want to stay where you are.
Okay,
Just
perfect.
close out of this. You might not actually be able to do this, right?
Control is so dumb.
You want to talk to the quartermaster that's behind the desk here. Not that one.
Not this one. But
there's another
the
one.
Storm Quartermaster.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. No, not that person. Okay.
And if you look at material spelled with an E, so IEL, the third tab.
Yes,
Does it
material.
have Storm Chocobo issuance. Okay, so you need 200 seals. That'll be pretty easy to get, but it might be something we'll want to do the next time.
Okay.
We might need you to run some fates for a few minutes.
Okay.
I wonder, cause like this game isn't great for accessibility setting. I'm thinking about the carpal tunnel. Like,
I'm
almost wondering would a controller be any better for that? I don't know if you played on a keyboard before or if you did controller.
Yeah, revolving ocelot, because I'm on controller because I'm on my my PS5. So, and I know that's at least a little easier on the wrists than mouse and keyboard. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we're all of the same mind. It sounds like. And thankfully, like the collab doesn't require intense controls or anything.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, if you wanted to stick on for like 10-15 more minutes, Lupo, I could help you do some fates and see if that can squeeze out the seals you need to get your mount.
Sure. Let's do that. Your fingers hurt. Yeah, I feel that. That's, for me, the thing that always gets me with games is anything where it's like, mash rapidly. I can't.
Mm-hmm. You've always had trouble doing that.
I never could back in the day. And then it was like play Metal Gear Solid and get the good ending, idiot. You can't.
Right.
Okay. What would be the fastest way for me to find some fates?
So I would close your map and hold down L2 and hit square.
All right. Or yeah.
Well,
Teleport.
and let's go to Camp Drybone.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I also feel like the Red Mage set benefits from being like a taller race, or at least a taller frame, so Elezen's a good choice for that. Lupo, Elezen are like the
elves, I would guess.
yeah, pretty much actually, yeah.
I mean, I caught on that Heer is human, so I'm just...
Yes. Do you
I'm
remember
able to put two and two
how? Do you
together.
remember that Mother Mion character that we had to keep talking to with
Yes.
the long neck? She was an Elezen.
Okay. Gotcha.
So now all you want to do is you want to hit square, and we just want to find. See that
The
purple
purple?
blue thing? Yeah, you want to go just run towards that.
Okay.
As soon as I'm out of this silly Fall Guys thing, I'll come your way and I can join up with you and we can knock these out real fast.
I forget. Did you get all of your orange Yokai Watch ones? Or
So I've forced myself to stop. I have 2 more left and then I'm done.
Yippee.
And I'm like, I have an entire month to do this. I can work this out.
This is the
Because I
Fall-
can do
yeah.
even like 1 a day and it's not bad.
Does the
So
Fall Guys one count for or
it doesn't. I just
Until-
forgot the Fall Guys event was back until just now, and
Mm.
I got some of the Fall Guys stuff, but I never got. There's a cute little minion you can get that I wanted.
Revolving Alpha? I don't think I've ever seen the Rogadin Red Mage.
They look really stupid. So Rogadin are the Ganondorf people.
Oh, okay. Like the Admiral.
They look. What's that?
Like the Admiral.
Yes, but the male Rogadin look really goofy as Red Mage. Because they're these giant dudes that just look like little pirates. Oh, nice. So,
Just
all you want
try
to do is you kill all the purple name dudes.
Yeah, I was trying to target someone to just begin with.
The shtick with these fates is that it's little localized, like, kind of public events going on periodically. They have a kind of interesting diversity to them, but some of them are just a little silly.
Oh, you were gonna raid me that night, Oslo. I thank you. I appreciate that. No, I'm always happy to send a raid people's ways, and vice versa. Obviously, is always very appreciated. It's such a cool, just a like, hey, let's send some love to someone. Mechanic.
I should not have qualified for this Fall Guys. Right?
Oh, you were about to be like, I should not have qualified as your FF teacher.
No!
I was gonna be like, this is like session 4 or 5.
I was not aware of your game, or whatever that LeBron quote is. Or I guess this is Shaq quote, actually.
Shaq, JonTron, you know, what's the difference?
Did you say John?
What did you say?
I said LeBron!
Well, I
Like
misheard that really
LeBron
bad.
James!
Yeah, that makes a little more sense that you'd confuse him and Shaq.
Bro!
Listen, I'm a little eepy.
For better or for worse, I haven't thought about JonTron in years.
Same.
It's
Oh.
a bit of a shame. I
Yeah.
used to
Oh, you
really
found because of
find this
Addie.
stuff funny.
Yeah, Addie's the best.
Wait, really?
I met Addie because of Kite. Because is Fantasy Star specifically where you met Addie? Kite?
Yeah, sorry, yes. I thought you were asking Ocelot.
No,
Yeah,
sorry.
no. I've known Addie since I was, well, I've known Addie for like over 15 years at this point. I was a little baby when they first met me,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I mean we still talk just about every day, I think.
Oh yeah, you've always been like, Addie's
Ah.
cool.
So you're a fellow multi-tap enjoy.
Addie's the best. They helped me get so much growth, like
Dude, I
so
know.
much faster than they need to stream more so I can send love to them.
Addie is their own worst enemy.
They could have hit affiliate so easily. Like all they, as far as because shocker, people of Addie, so they had plenty of people watching. The last time
Right.
they streamed, they just need. So they hit the one that was the toughest point for me, which was the average number of viewers. Like in the one stream I watched, they just need to hunker down, then do the timing, and they could hit affiliate if they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But they deserve it, so I think they should do it.
Yeah.
But also, they played, what, 160 hours of Stardew, they were saying, in 1 month, so...
I mean, I think that's kind of the thing I was saying about them being their own worst enemy, though, is like knowing Addie as long as I've known them. Like, there's also the downside of like the ebb and flow of hyperfixating on like Stardew, like you're saying, and then kind of a much more stagnant period of gaming.
Which, to be fair, I've had, and then the streaming has kind of helped me differentiate, which we've talked about.
You went to Camp Drybone, right?
I did before, and then I just went to whatever the next fate over was. Oh, I got KO'd.
Ah, you're good. I'll revive you, don't worry.
Okay, so just
Take this
wait.
invitation. Bite this
Join your
onions.
party. Alright, I joined your party.
Alright, I'm coming to you. I'll revive you.
Yeah, no, Addie's just one of those great people, just like very easy to get along with. They're so supportive. Yeah, and I've gone to like, because I got to meet Addie via Ukite, then I've gone to see like Multitap and Blanc, and it's like, oh yeah, now I get to meet all these other cool people. It's great. I get to meet cool people by doing nothing. My cooler friends introduce me.
The genuine power of friendship, baby.
It for real.
Alrighty, let me get these things off of you. So, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna come to the northeast with me.
Okay.
Alright, no, we're not gonna do that one. We're gonna see if you can figure out how to get in my damn car.
We figured it out last time after some struggling, so. Look at that, we
Alright.
got it right away.
That boss is about to die. We don't want to do that one. Let's do this guy. I almost wonder, because you can like just turn in gear to get the seals. I almost wonder if I could just give you a piece of gear. Alright, so just start beating shit up.
Okie dokie. I'm trying. Anyways, I don't know.
I mean, that's fine.
Not
Just
fighting.
target a thing and just hit it, and then you're good to go. Because I can... For some reason they made it so that tanks are able to use AoE very early on, so I'm just popping off. Dude, I feel like Kamen Rider, for all of the like just eclectic stuff that I like, I feel like I should really have more familiarity with Common Rider. Okay, you finished the Fate. Did you get any credit for it?
I don't know.
Did you hit anything the
I
whole
did
time?
not. It would not target.
Bro.
Also, Revolving Ocelot, you're fine that one time. You timed me out for like a minute by accident. It's all good.
I've timed him out intentionally. You're fine.
Yeah, bastard.
Yeah. This is clunky. I forgot you need to get these seals. This is dumb.
Yeah, Kamen Rider feels like something I should watch myself. I feel like it'd be up my alley.
So, is that pronounced? I just realized having to ask how to pronounce something. Is it Forz or Forze?
Forze, tomato. I don't know. You know how to spell it to Google it, I think is the important
That's a
key.
good point. Alright, I'm gonna fly us over to a boss, which I think will be easier for you to smack.
Yeah, that was that yield controller. I was like,
I think
I
you just
must
have to hit
roll.
X, don't you?
That's what I thought. Yeah, well, say la vie.
Okay, but Power of Friendship is like one of my favorite tropes.
Oh, it's
so I'm here for this.
Legitimately, it is one of my
All right.
favorite tropes. So I am also there for that.
So just smack this thing and you're good. Oh, I see what it is. You have to level sync.
Oh,
Click on the thing that's glowing. This is level sync.
yeah.
Shit,
hold
I
on.
might not get to do this one either. Okay, now just try to hit him. You swapped your hotbars, I think.
I
Damn it.
did.
Oh, wait, you got some seals though.
I
That's
did
weird.
it though. I got it in time. There we go.
Alright. Hop back in, homie.
Okay. Hold on. There we go. It's giving me a little trouble for some reason trying to...
No, you're fine. The controls are...
Oh! Oh, the main character wants to be buddies with everyone at the school. I've seen the Tumblr, like, stream caps, I think, at least when that one first came out, because I remember that.
Alrighty.
Yeah, like, he's like
you need to level sync now?
Yes.
And... now... I want you to hit this character, because I'm pretty sure I can do the, like, instant kill on her.
Okay.
Okay. Damn it, no I can't. Hold on.
Well, we should still be able to...
No, I mean, we'll be just fine. I'm just dumb. Whatever. I can just kill her normally.
Damn, this music's pretty good.
Yeah, I actually, it's weird. I've like grown to really appreciate the kind of just random combat music that
I mean,
pops on.
this gives me major Kingdom Hearts vibes in particular, this battle music.
That's one of the reasons I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm fine with Soken being the music dude for 16, because his music goes hard.
I gotta play 16 now that I got it when we met up last week and it was cheap.
28? What the fuck? Hold on.
28. How many do I need? Wait, I need 200 seals, right?
Yeah, you have 68.
Oh, and we're even one number short of the funny sex number too. No, Oslo. I have not played FF6. I think Kite might have. I don't remember.
I have played a very, very tiny bit of it. It's
It
on my
is-
list, like, it's on my list of things to play, but my list is super
Yeah,
long.
it's on mine too, but yeah, the backlog is
Alright, we
endless.
might have to do this the next time. I'm
That's
looking
fine.
it up, and I think you'll want to... Because I'm pretty sure if we do the dungeon, there's like a... Yeah, we want to do a... There's a thing you can do that lets you queue up for a random dungeon, and you get seals for doing that. I think if we do that once, it'll get us what we need.
Okay. So
But
next
I don't
time.
have it in me to do a dungeon right now.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Bro, you streaming an old Final Fantasy someday would actually be really cool. You could do
believe
something
me,
like 6.
I thought 6 is probably what I would do because that's of the older ones, the ones I like generally hear the best about. So yeah, and here we go. It's Revolving Ocelot's favorite. So there's a acknowledged stamp of approval.
Yeah. A built-in incentive.
Alrighty. Yeah, so yeah, thanks. Thank you for another fun evening of teaching me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And thank you, Ocelot, for joining in, too.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for dropping by. I really appreciate it.
And for the raid, too.
Yes. We got a nice raid at the end. Alright, let's see here. Who's... Let me log out of FF. Anyways, and then let's see. Let me see who's on.
Okay, let me actually join your stream so I can, like, be part of the raid.
Yeah. And stream. Alright. Who's on? Who's on? Let's see. Oh! Slamageddon, who's a cool dude. He's doing some Wuthering Waves, which I've wanted to look at, so go ahead and jump on over there. But yeah, thanks. Thank you, Kite, for teaching. Thank you, Revolving Ocelot, for dropping by. Thank you, Grill and Chill, for the raid. I appreciate it. Probably stream something Thursday. I should get back to Prey. And then I'll be busy this weekend, so it'll be next week when I get back to whatever. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. See y'all next time.
Yeah.